Was it goblins or boglins? I couldn't tell. But something happened on the Tripod Trail. Giants and dragons are corrupting us all. If we don't get help, we will all go to hell. Did you hear the news out of Wayback Cave? A big holder tried to make us their slaves. Mind players trying to control our brains. I just woke up and the village was razed. We need the Stronghold to protect us for the night. We need the Stronghold to help us with this fight. We need the Stronghold. We need the Stronghold to go searching through the game. We need the Stronghold. We need the Stronghold. It's been a week since we saw Dave. A mighty group of adventurers. They're average as hell, but they may be mad enough to get us through this spell. When they are together, they are the Stronghold. We are the Stronghold. We are the Stronghold. We're here to show you the way. We are the Stronghold. We are the Stronghold. We might just have to save the day. We're just a group of heroes, yeah. We're big and we're small. We may not be the best in town, but we answered the call. But we are together. We are the Stronghold.
I'm on the right day. I think it's Wednesday. We're getting ready to rock. We got Tori, Charm, Jeremy, and Skylar. Wish we could have hosted a podcast for the last 30 minutes. I think we get 1 million follows. I don't know what kind of follows though, you know what I mean, we'd be getting, but maybe the FBI.
The FBI has subscribed.
Welcome to Stronghold D&D. Thanks everybody for showing up. Yeah, thanks everybody in chat for getting in there and getting it going early. Let's see. We've got Wounded Warrior Project, Warrior Week still going for the rest of this week. We met our goal last week. We'll establish a stretch goal. We'll say it's $5,000 for this point, but we'll just, if we can keep adding to that charity till 1 November, that'd be fantastic, and help out that good crew. Then we'll get back on old 988. We'll go around the room from the Twitch standpoint. We'll go Skylar, Charm, Jeremy, and Tori. Skylar, what you got? Anything new coming up?
Nothing new. Just if you want to listen to that music from our intro anytime you want, just check it out on Spotify. I'll pop a link in the chat. But yeah, Spotify, anywhere you get your streaming music, you can find it. So just search for We Are the Stronghold. Bam. That's it.
Bam. Let's see, we got Charm.
Hello, hi, I'm Charm. I am part of Stronghold and proudly so. And when I'm not here, rolling deep with the Knights of the Maelstrom, I am hanging out at Charm Fantasy, facilitating games, specifically every kind of tabletop RPG you can hand my way. Recently, we've been running like a Stranger Things Lost Boys style game on the Kids with Bikes module. That was awesome. We did that last night. That was an incredible time. Check it out. We have our 200th episode for season 3. Friday. I keep thinking it's Thursday. So check that out. It is level 20. Really the apex of the last 2 years of D&D with some of the most awesome people, some of which are in chat. Big shout out to you guys. And yeah, I'm a voice actor, writer, and tabletop role-playing coach, host. Yeah, check me out, and I'm happy to be here. So passing it off to who's next?
I think it's Tori. We'll go south.
Okay.
Tori.
My name is Tori Q Hill. You can find me on Instagram at Tori Q Hill, Facebook, same thing, TikTok, same thing. I'm the writer, creator, and artist of the network comic series. I'm just here to be here and play with some great group of guys. my main expertise is comics and some video editing and blah blah blah. The comic is apparently, according to the fans, pretty dope. So you might want to check it out at toprostudios.com. You can always buy the book or even just show up, see what you like, and if you like something, grab it. You know, if you don't like anything, that's fine. Just don't say anything about it. All right. But the next thing is I would just like to say that it's an honor and a privilege to be here with Stronghold and to be a member of this beautiful party of great guys. We're here to have a great time and do some gaming. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Tori, your Instagram page should just have a tagline. Pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
So much. Hard work, man. Hard work.
Jay Remy, what you got?
Jay Remy, I don't know. You can find me at Old Men Rolling Dice over on Instagram. On the Instagram, it's Old Men Rolling Dice, and Facebook for any people that's still using that platform. I am here every other Thursday running a Greyhawk game. That's fun with 5e. And then I do have a new project coming up for December. I will be running an alien role-playing game scenario for some Tuesdays in December. If you're an Alien fan and you'd like to play, I still have a couple seats available, so you just have to message me.
Yeah.
Hit me up. We can play some. We can play some. I got the book. I've been doing all my reading. I got the book right here.
Nice.
We'll be good to go.
Is it in the same timeline with the cat? And is it around the same timeline?
Timeline like of the movies?
The original?
Yeah.
Can I meet Ripley?
Yeah, Ripley. There we go.
I think Ripley's dead.
I'm in Yartar right now.
Well,
I'm not
she
in
gets
space.
Well,
Sigourney Weaver.
She gets cloned.
That's true.
Three,
That's
right?
very true. That's very true.
And Winona Ryder, right?
Very true.
Is the daughter?
I'll take seconds.
I don't think she's a daughter. I think Winona Ryder was an android.
I'll take a clone.
I'm that new.
I just want to meet Ripley, bro. Ripley was my hero growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
What?
I love the Alien movies. It's fantastic.
she was like one of the first on-screen badass women heroes that we got a chance to really see kick
Red
ass.
Sonja. Where do we go? Yeah.
But but Red Sonja was part of.
I think
Yeah.
Alien was before
Right.
that.
Hold up. Ripley was the badass, though. See, a lot of people don't know about Red Sonja, though.
That's true.
Ripley was the badass for every household when I was growing up.
We're just going to
I love
transition
how I
to the.
derailed this. I really derailed.
Yeah.
This is now the
sorry.
Stronghold podcast.
It's okay,
Welcome,
I
everybody.
have zero plot line for tonight. I was just waiting to milk these intros as much as possible.
Yeah,
Welcome,
pretty
everybody.
milk.
This is now the Stronghold podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Dial it back in. Everybody roll it. Oh, Tori, you said you watched it. Did you watch it? Are you up for?
Say that one more time.
Did you watch the last episode?
Yeah, but you'll definitely have to bring me up to speed.
Okay. All right.
Those 2 weeks.
So Jeremy, Charm, and Skylar, roll a d20.
All right, I got a 19.
All right.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I never know.
I got
a 17.
I got an 8.
Ooh, Charm. What did we do last
Okay.
week? It could be like the 30-second, bold face, so we can just get to the D&D.
All right. So I don't sound like an idiot because I have had Stronghold D&D dreams since we last played. That's how good this game is. So it's infiltrated my subconscious. So I'm gonna start by saying we showed up at the Storm Giants. That's what happened, right? We started at the Storm Giant Fortress underwater.
Yep.
That's where I can start. Okay, then I know where I am because this game is all over the place in my head.
Yep.
So we roll in. We hear what sounds to be like an evil villain get together where 2 of the evil stepsisters of the Storm Giants, the daughters of King Hecaton, who are clearly baddies but not in a fun way, are performing for the League of Evil Giants, who we'll get to that in a moment.
It's an underwater cave too, so it makes, you know what I mean? Like, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's like the League of Evil, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we roll in, we make our introductions. I'm being the party face. I actually come in playing some music, trying to like show up and with the music vibes that were going on. No one likes that because I stage them up a little bit, but that's okay. And we are greeted with a degree of respect that diplomats get up until the point where the daughters send their giant allies to go kill us in what can only be described as a horrendous ambush that somehow we survived, one of which
Literally in
was
the book
Vocab.
too. It's not fair. Like,
Yes, it was not a fair fight. It almost feels like it's like designed to be like, and then the giants come in, like the storm giants show up and like the guards, like the prison guards break it up kind of vibe. But Vocath is going ape shit at 1 health. Like an absolute silverback gorilla with a warhammer on PCP, kneecapping giants.
Quite literally kneecapping.
Yeah, he's taking kneecaps like he wants to bring them home. Absolutely, and we of course got our resident badass ice mage using her hypnotic gaze to hold giants in place while firing blasts of ice lightning is kind of how I imagine it. I don't even remember what I was doing other than trying to charm giants, I guess, is kind of my shtick. Like,
you were the MVP. What was the MVP move? I think charming a cloud giant was.
It was charming the most powerful of the giants and said, "You should go to bed," and telling them, you need to go. This is gonna get real bad for you guys.
That was a high roll too, and you met it. That was awesome.
I didn't even believe in myself in that moment. I was like, this is me just trying to make it easier on us. And boy, I did not expect Vocath, like I said, to go a home run on everything he hit. It was amazing. I think he even killed the giant on his reaction. I think he actually they attacked him and he killed them. He interrupted them due to silvery barbs and killed them before he got hit. It was sick. That's cinematically
I'm starting not to believe this story.
This
spray of cards was sick. There was a massive epic spray of cards moment where you blind everybody.
I did blind them with spray of cards. That did help.
You guys were going hard. That's for sure.
Using every resource we had, and then after that, of course, our storm giant ambusher, evil sister, showed up and said, "Oh no, what happened? Guards, help the little folk!" And of course, we're like, "This bitch!" And we rolled up into the audience chamber, and we put our bowling ball sized way host down and said, "We're here not to be messed with, and we're here to help." And then once again, Vocath does the unthinkable and calls out what ends up being a espionage-based blue dragon evil Jafar-like counselor to the Storm Giant Princess, revealing there's a blue dragon in their midst. And we try and stop the blue dragon from making that scary escape because we want to make sure they don't get away, and they do get away. But we are then knighted, equipped with manta cloaks, armor, all kinds of gear. We become, the prevailing special forces and are going to now chase down what is the Cult of the Kraken, which have probably nothing to do with Krakens. It's probably just a cool tattoo design they have.
I think I got semen armor.
What did you get?
I think I got semen armor.
I don't even know.
Mariner armor. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah. Mariner, not marinade.
I'm kind of a dick, and I don't even want to call it that. You know what I mean? I think you've met my yick. Like that's the least.
Brother,
I would want to wear.
Emotional.
So, thanks to wrap it up, thanks to our Elsa over here having memorized every teleportation circle in a 3,000-mile radius, we have access to deploying deploying like I don't know, like the most badass magical force across the nation. We're gonna show up where we need to show up, which will be Yartar, which is where we're starting. Thankfully, now we finally have Torn King on our side because oh my god, it felt like we were an armless boxer without Torn King on our side, and now that we got our heavy arms, I'm feeling like we can handle the business.
I'm pretty
So
sure that cloud giant would have, like made that save. That would have been a
if
DM
Torn King was
luxury.
there,
If he was there, yeah, like wow, you didn't roll a 37. Shucks.
yeah. Shoot. Yeah, it was close. It was close. I remember you said he failed by 1 on this, like the DC or something like that.
There's a lot going on today, and that was a brilliant recap. And so thank you. Here's what I'll do. I'll give everybody a D4 inspiration on that one. And I'll tell you why. We're crushing it with Wounded Warrior. You know what I mean? It is Wednesday. It's hump day. You know what I mean? We need a little bit more. So there's we'll call it like the dopamine push. I'm just gonna throw some serotonin on the table for this one. Everybody all 4 of you get a D4 inspiration. You can hand them around to each other or whatever.
Nice.
You can stack them. You can even stack them. And I'll tell you why. Because
that's cool.
You guys were, like you crushed it as the Boondock Saints. In the previous one, you guys are really good at counterspelling counterspells. It's etc. You guys moved along. You go. Blending is like, hey, I got this. Sprinkles Yartar on the floor. Bippity boppity Blandina. You guys are in the ocean. You feel the pressure. Your ears are popping. You hear it's like a wind. It's just like the pressure and the cracking. Against the magic of this Maelstrom, huge coral 4 towers that you guys are in, massive place. Uther, right? Was it Uther? Was the Imperator? They don't even have general. They call him Imperator. So that's the new rank that I want to make. So he's like the Imperator. Sends you guys on your way with stuff, and you get knighted, like straight up right there. He brings you in, declares you the Knights of Maelstrom, and you get the sense that like, hey, the Storm Giants like need you guys. You are the heroes. The Storm Giants have the capacity to defend the throne. And if you remember the Oracle, the calling to you was, hey, defend the throne. Right? The throne has a paralyzed Sarissa in it, locked in a super meta plot armor bubble. You know what I mean? It's like very old magic is what we'll call it in the Forgotten Realms. You know what I mean? Like you don't have the key.
You can always just say old magic and we'll know we can't.
Dude, this is old magic. Wow. Yeah. So you guys get in the circle, y'all come together, and the beads of water kind of spin up, and then you see it transform into a little bit of dust. Then you see wind, a bit of grass kind of flying around, and you guys find yourself like in a weird park with those low stone benches, around you, and there's like willow trees in kind of a circle in a very hidden place. Like imagine like a one of those obscure city parks. You got your central parks, but there's those other parks, in Yartar. Here's the other park that not too many people go to, and underneath this willow tree, a couple willow trees in the middle of this town, Yartar, which you guys kind of bolted through before. You guys appear and you hear, animals kind of, rustling around, bluebirds flying around and stuff like that. It looks like magical because it is. As you guys pick this up, Blandina, you can see there's like almost like an illusionary satyr kind of walking around as well. And as you guys have appear into this place, they walk through you a little bit. And then as you kind of clear your eyes, you see this old man with this cloak kind of lift up his cowl a bit, his cloak. Very like bony structure, very low gum-lined kind of teeth, very bony knuckle hands holding a staff, and he just looks at you. He's like, I wasn't expecting you all in Yartar. And you can see him, because you guys use the circle. You see the harp with the moon on it, as like on his chest, very visible. Also, which some people don't like harpers. So this dude must have some, a trick up his sleeve. But so there we go. You guys are where you're at. The four of you are there. There's a lot of chaos and things. So it wouldn't be beyond you guys to take a minute. Hey, Jay, how are you, buddy? Thanks for watching. It wouldn't be beyond you guys for taking a moment and recalibrating like what you're doing right now. So as the circle appears, it goes away and like a couple shrubs show up in that place too. It's like a, you know what I mean? It's part of the illusion this guy holds up. For this what do you call it, like a Harper teleportation circle, a permanent circle. So there you guys go. Skylar, I'll just start by going around the Skylar, Charm, Jeremy, then Tori. Blandina, your dress, from the wind and stuff like that on, you know what I mean, like it steadies, and you hear the birds kind of flying around. There's some that might be illusionary, and then you can hear the ones that are like actual beyond this tree. And then you can hear like bells ringing in the distance. And then the bustle of a town, a city maybe nearby. You hear those, steady conversation murmur kind of flowing through, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop. And like you hear wheels kind of squeaking in the distance, and a bell like ding, 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 ding. Like, all right, there's something maritime here as well. And there you go. Yeah.
So my first reaction is, whew, I'm glad that worked. I think we made it to the right place. And then I'll take my cowl off and throw my hair into a ponytail and look over at Salvatore. I go, hey Sav, you got that coin that they gave us?
I am going to roll the coin off of my knuckles like this and back, and then flip it and catch it, and then I'm going to do one more movement and it's gone, and just kind of just say nothing as I look at you, and I have to address this. I say, why are you so surprised we made it with your magic?
We've never been here
You'd
before.
have to watch the other party. Yeah.
Like we've never been to this particular circle before. That's all.
Just making sure there wasn't some percentile chance for us to end up in, I don't know, a plane of fire.
Can be very tricky. Sir, this here circle, foolproof. I'll tell you what.
I go, I don't always trust the DM with these things. We could have ended up outside.
When he says foolproof, I'll say, well, you haven't met every fool. With that said, hello, I am Salvatore. Who are you?
That's a good question. My name's Cobalt.
That's a good question.
He shakes your hand, with two hands. He's like, the name's Cobalt. I manage this circle and keep messages for harpers that come in and out, but it has been quite some time since we've had representatives such as yourself. A group like this, looking at, two massive, a Goliath, you know what I mean, and a massive barbarian, like a venerable strike team in these matching cloaks.
Yes.
Well funded.
Knights of the Maelstrom, happy to be here.
Knights of the Maelstrom. He's got a small book, and he's like logging things in.
I'll show him. I'll kind of flash him my harper. Like I'm the rep here.
A fellow harper. Oh, wonderful. maybe you could take my place in Yartar someday. I'm fixing to retire soon. So, what brings you to our circle, the Grove? It's the best old man voice I got rid of.
I'll look at Sabathor. I go, we kind of need that coin.
I
I don't think we're here for coins. I think we're here for cults.
Right. That coin is our only lead on the cult. And he might know something about it.
I will present the coin to him and I say, please look but do not touch. Not to be rude, but you understand the nature of magic, and this magic is one of a kind, and we are dependent on it to pursue
Is like,
matters of war.
Coin is just wood, sir. As he like waves his hand over it, and a little bit of the weave passes over it. I wish it were magical, but that is. And he touches it. He's like, that is a poker chip. And I might say there are many in this town. I'm glad you found it.
Is there a specific organization, casino, or gambling house that uses this exact poker chip?
Oh, yes. For the very wealthy, come from far away, is the Golden Goose.
Golden Goose.
What is the Golden Goose?
Do any of you know anything about the Golden Goose?
No.
Well, the Golden Goose travels upriver and takes the wealthy from dusk till dawn, mostly every night. It travels upriver, and not too many people win, but Lord Dryland sure gets more influence in this town. Lord Dryland's trying to be the new what are they called? The new lord of Yartar.
And this is a riverboat that he runs himself or owns?
Yes, yes.
Where did we get that coin from?
The princess.
Oh.
She said her mother gave it to her, I believe. It has story relevance beyond my understanding.
I want to say, this is kind of outside of the group, but I feel like we've seen, or at least I have seen, or one of the groups has seen others of these chips. I feel like we have at some point. I just don't remember what group it was, or if we have. Check your bags. We might have some more of these chips. I don't know.
I don't have any chips.
Are you boys wanting to try our hand at gambling while we find clues? I mean, we're looking for a cult that is water-based, and we have a poker chip for a riverboat. I'm feeling confident we're on the right trail.
Well, the boat won't leave until it's morning. For several hours. It lies dormant. In the river Desserin. Sorry, it's a Wednesday. Yartar is it's like, if you've ever seen it before, maybe not. If you Google it, Yartar has a lot of maps, but Yartar is a trade city. Right, it's like an oval-shaped, oval-walled trade city where, like, the west-hand corner of the walled city is split by the Desserin River. There is like a TSA intake of a keep, carved out on the western bank of the river, and like basically people coming in, going to Everland, right? So it's like a tax to get from Waterdeep, Neverwinter, up the Tribor Trail to get to Yartar and Everland. So the west hand side is just full of, if you think how Baldur's Gate works, where they put all the horses and stuff like that on the other side of the river, so that like you have to go now buy horses over there. Like the Water Baron is the name of the current leader here, and he gives you this big rundown. The Deseret River, think of like, the Mississippi. It's a business river that goes north south in this area.
All right. And when you say TSA, do you mean like the efficacy of the TSA, where they've
So,
never once succeeded?
I remember this. So this is what I
Dina's
remember.
been here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the last time we were here, we had to we were carting a giant piece of the was it the no it was a giant piece of the Vonendod.
Hey,
yeah. And
you can have another D4 for that one, buddy.
Like, we had to somehow sneak this fucking giant piece of unobtainium through those gates, and somehow we managed to do that. And
there's loads of conjecture here tonight, so don't forget that I'd like to perceive, what do I know about X? You know what I mean? And that's the fun part of Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I mean? So anybody can sit there and just click and clack and fill those gaps based on your backstories or whatever. But this Harper does seem to have a lot of information about Yartar. But that Vonendod piece, he wouldn't have known.
No. Have you heard any? What's it called? The Cult of the Kraken? Did somebody say so? No. Because when we did the scrying spell and found Hecaton on the ship, was there something about the Cult of the Kraken or something like that was there on that ship?
Yes. When I sent a sending spell to the king told us that the Cult of the Kraken had him.
So that's
I thought.
Yeah, I think that's what we're here to find out, is information about the cult in Yartar.
Well, that would be very valuable information.
Have you heard of it? Have you heard anything about this Cult of the Kraken?
I would imagine a creature like a Kraken would definitely have a cult surrounding it. Most dragons, but the Cult of the Kraken hasn't really revealed itself here so much as what are they called? The Hand of Yartar? All female thieves guild in town here. They work hand in hand with the current Water Baron, which I wonder why, Lord Dryland. Maybe any information you could get on him and how his efforts are moving against becoming the new Water Baron and joining the Lord's Alliance. But I have not heard, and you get the sense that he probably hangs out in the Grove a lot in his Harper days. You know what I mean? Like he's not really super sleuthing anymore because he's been jotting down everything you guys have been saying as you've been saying it. Like he knows a lot about the Harpers or about Yartar from 1980 to about 1995.
Gotcha.
So he like wakes up at like 2 p.m, takes 3 gummies, and just hangs out in this place.
Yeah.
Is there any food?
Oh, of course. I would recommend. Let's see. 1 foot in the boat. Let's see. A wink and a kiss. The fish yard always has just street meats.
Give me that.
Palisas's water well and wine is good as well.
Give me the meat. I want meat.
Well, the fish yard will take you straight to the riverboat itself. Heavily guarded. Yeah, as one would expect for a place that's dealing with that much
if we were to
money.
If we wanted to gain entrance to the Golden Goose, how would we do that in the proper way, we'll say?
Oh, well, the boat's the Grand Dame is the boat. The Golden Goose are the coins that are in it. I would say, there is. I don't.
The Grand Dame, like the Grand Dam.
Yeah, the Grand Dame.
I like
I like
Grand Dame. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Hmm.
Influential people, they stay at these inns. There's villas. Several villas here. But I don't know. I've never taken to gambling. I'm assuming if you toss some coins around and showed your wealth, maybe that would take you. If I don't think brandishing weapons and things like that would be a good idea. Going there, I'm positive they don't allow weapons.
What?
Oh yeah.
This is an emotional support hammer. How messed up of them not to recognize that.
The hammer is an extension of my body.
Can we stop talking about your... Oh, never mind.
My hammer.
I lean over to Salvatore and I say, "Hey, man, Christopher, excuse me. Don't hate on his body, man. You got to work to get that."
Oh no, I just it's rare that he says hammer and means hammer sometimes.
I mean hammer this time.
Just checking.
Sure you do, vocab.
This time. All right. So
look what happens.
what if we magically conceal these weapons? Is that possible? Oh, great mysterious Harper who literally lives amongst magic.
Well, I would say that would be pretty smart, but I don't mean to insult your intelligence. But you think
Please
they'd
do.
have means to find out?
He wants
I
us to
suppose
go in with no weapons?
You do you, good sir.
All right.
But
What if the cult's there?
Do they have weapons? I
what
imagine
is your
there's-
objective? You're trying to find the cult and rid the cult?
What?
We need to know where
King Hecaton is.
Hecaton is.
King Hecaton. Oh. Well, I know where the boat is. I can show you the way, and
We
I don't
probably
know how to gain entrance myself.
probably need to infiltrate the cult somehow, and we become part of the cult to get us out to possibly out to the
Yeah.
ship. That would probably.
I think we need to join a cult.
It's always the answer.
I can't do that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Not even.
vocab. We're not actually joining.
Everyone
You
doesn't need to join, just one of us.
Oh, he's got a point.
Yes. Yes, then
Well-
I will not join.
Blandina. Or no, it's the
Yes.
No, I think it should be Blandina. She's less
Yes.
suspicious. I'm very suspicious.
I figured I'd be the rich person to go onto the boat, like to go on the cruise ship.
You don't think rich people join cults?
It's not about being rich. It's about who can pass as
How rich are you?
I am.
who has the higher ability to blend in.
I am a princess.
I know,
Vocab.
but I can say that too, Blendina. How rich are you?
Let's not talk about that.
It's not about who's richer. It's about who.
Well, she says she's a princess.
Yes,
It's
in
about who
Kren.
can perceive.
She must have money.
In
Who
Kren.
can talk like they're richer, though.
In where?
Kren.
I think
vote his
Blandina
first.
only talks
Okay.
like Blandina's rich. That's the only mode of Blandina
I am the
talks.
prince.
Christopher, man. It's-
I am the prince of Orth, then.
Didn't you just say you can't do it, bro?
No,
Okay.
it's not. I'm questioning
Vocab.
her papers.
Vocab. You smell like war. What makes you think?
I hate it. I hate it. Don't bring it up. You know it hurts my feelings.
Yes. Okay.
Sure.
Let's all Let's all reset. Torn has a point. Torn has a point. We need one of us who can most likely blend in. Blendina.
Blendina,
like-
I see what you did there.
Blendina has the makings of a cult sophisticate written all over her. Which means to say that I would have to lie, and I do it well, but I don't like to. Blendina would just have to tell the truth, and you can't mess that up.
He likes to.
That's a good point, Blendina.
This is true. And I can't.
Yes, you do the etiquette stuff well.
Oh, thank you. I try.
Plus, Christopher would just end up spending night sessions in the room with the wrong people again.
Wait, is that an option? I only ask because I
It's
am all about,
D&D. It's
I'm all
D&D.
about,
Of
I'm all
course
about
it is.
expanding business relations between the Silver Fang Trading Company with prospective compatriots. But no, I'm getting
I'm starting to think that like your silver fang is like my hammer. That's what I think.
He has his own.
Yes.
You know, there's
Allow me
other
to
parts of the
introduce you
body.
to my silver fang.
You know, there's other parts of the
Blendina.
body you can satisfy someone with other than the hammer.
Blendina, I think this is for you to do.
We will need to talk.
Well, you're using the right part of the body at that point.
Well,
Blendina,
I
this
guess.
is for you to do.
I guess if I need to join the cult, then I will join the cult.
Yes.
As an undercover,
Yes.
do not fall sway to their
Yes.
way.
And I'm gonna say now we just need to do a makeover. And I'm gonna take off your glasses and undo your ponytail. Zhuzh your hair. Oh my
Ooh.
god. Oh my god, it's the late 1990s transformation of
Is it a good
Blandina
montage?
where suddenly she's hot. All it took was the glasses coming off and the hair
My
coming down.
buns, they don't look nothing like steel share.
Oh my God, it is Sharon Stone.
Oh,
I love it.
that's amazing.
I love it.
All
I
right.
Just so
It's
you
like,
guys know, Cobal's is zonked out, just sound asleep.
So you
Sitting,
walk in the front
just-
door of the boat.
Too many gummies.
We approach the boat through the water. Yes. Punch our way in the bottom.
Well, we need to. I guess two things we need to do. One, find out about the cult in town, which I guess I can, do some asking around. But also, we need to figure out how to legally get onto the boat. Maybe one of us
There-
legally gets onto the boat while the rest of us
Legally.
don't.
There is likely a great deal of treasure aboard the boat.
Oh, I agree.
Is there
Ooh.
a way
You guys
to
are like taking Ocean's 11 style, like one person's
Yep.
gonna do one thing. Oh man, fuck!
Yeah.
I love my Wednesdays, and I had nothing prepared. You guys just drive.
we
this
are creating the story for you. Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Help
is
us
there a
help
way
you.
to
It's like Maverick.
would it be cool
Because
if my Blandina, would it be cool if my character took a vow of silence?
Sure.
Or we need to find out about the cult first. Do the cult first. But I was thinking the way you can get us onto the boat legally is you say we're maybe prospects. This is just an idea. You say we're maybe prospects and I don't talk. Because I'd say some dumb shit and get us kicked off the boat or into a fight.
I mean, you two could possibly just be my bodyguards.
There you go. I'm with it.
You're my
And I
muscle.
just
Vocab
don't
should
talk.
definitely take a vow of silence as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think-
Why?
It just works better in pairs, I think. I like
Yeah,
it.
Sounds like it.
Can you imagine when he finally decides to speak? It'll be like a shock to everybody. It'll be different.
He's gonna say
I
something
get
about. Listen, he's just gonna say something about his hammer and then hit something. I mean, we know
I
that's
was
what's
just
gonna
about
happen.
to say the same.
Oh my god.
All right. We have our cult, wealthy, very high class official in terms of Blandina. We have her two bodyguards because clearly someone of that value and wealth would need protection.
We will need to get them some proper clothing though for this event.
I'm not going on the boat.
We're actually decked out. We're in the Knights of the Maelstrom gear.
Right, but
I smell.
Oh, that's true.
I go naked.
No,
I don't. It does not matter. Even if I strip down, I'm still pungent.
But we need some overclothes.
We need
some overclothes to make you look, like you're
how about a tabard?
Yeah, like a tabard, like just something that makes them look nicer. That they belong on an upscale or in an upscale environment. If you will.
I'm trying not to be insulted.
No, you look fine for battle, but this is more of a social engagement with the.
Maybe I just
high
stay
class.
off the boat. With
All
my
right,
new cloak, I could swim under the boat.
I was literally saying, what if one of us breathes underwater under the boat and waits for you to send a message to them
Ooh,
that it's time to come up? We all can breathe underwater with the cloaks.
that's right.
We have these fancy manta cloaks.
Yeah,
I like the
they
idea
let
of
us
being
breathe.
close though. I like the bodyguard idea better.
Well,
I like both of these
You
ideas
can be
equally.
you can
honestly.
be my bodyguard.
Yes.
Salvatore can be my
Paramore.
Yes. And then vocab.
I'm under the boat.
You are under the boat. Yes.
And when you tell me, I will sink it.
I just want to be close so I can
I don't know that we want to sink the boat necessarily, but
I will crush it.
How about okay? Torn King wants to be close to you and be in the thick of things should get weird. Vocath wants to be able to cripple the boat. I suggest you hang out by the rudder, and knowing your prodigious strength and your hammer, you could break the rudder.
Yes.
And
I like this plan.
And you and I don't need weapons. I will be playing music as your paramour, and joining you in whatever ostentatious displays of power you need.
Please, let's do this plan.
yes. Then let's go. We need to find the finest tailor in Yartar, and get some.
I love listening to Tim hit whatever we say with his storyteller voice. It's like the narrator cues in the finest tailor.
Okay, the finest tailors will be. Okay. Anyways, old boy is asleep, but whenever you guys are ready, I'm out. I'm just setting up the maps and getting caught up for the week. But whenever you guys are ready to go, let me know what you want to do.
I think
That's not our fault. He old as shit, man.
I think we have a plan to deviate from.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, let's head out into Yartar, and
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a quick disguise on myself to make me look just like a regular human.
Okay. Okay. Yep. What does regular human look like? I'm just curious. What do you just looking like a commoner?
Yeah, less.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
looking. So,
You want to look like a regular human.
just
You don't
a-
want to look like an elf anymore.
I don't want to look like an elf. I don't want to look like
Okay.
a knight of the Maelstrom.
Okay. You guys leave Kobol's there. You walk, towards where you hear the sound of the hustle and bustle. And when you get there, you see several, thinking medieval sized buildings, tightly packed. And you get into it seems just like a lot of buildings. Right? Like when you get there. So you're out and you see rows of, hustle and bustle of people, a couple kids skitter by, they're fucking with a wheel and a stick, doing medieval stupid kid shit. You know what I mean? Like running by you, just pretending to pick each other's pockets and kind of run off. Tell me how you're gonna get there. What's the plan?
Well, I think the plan is to get some duds for me and Savathor to make us
Okay.
look fancy.
I mean,
so that. But
yeah.
two things that we want to try to find out: any information about the cult as we're kind of walking around town, and then how do we legally gain access to the Great Dame? How do we how do we buy our way into going on a gambling boat?
All right. Okay. You guys are cruising around, and someone make a perception check. I'm trying to walk you guys down the path of what are you looking for, and you know what I mean. Like, how are you going about finding a tailor or something like that?
Oh, I would just ask. I would ask somebody on the street.
Ask someone who's wearing nice clothes.
Yes.
Nobody here.
I'm
You know what I
sorry.
mean? Like, nobody that you see here. It's just like a couple kids. You know what I mean? Stray cats and shit. What's up, Tor?
Who's making a perception?
You can go for it.
23.
Damn.
11. I have 11.
They're kind of talking, coming up with an amazing Ocean 11's plan, but like literally, this is so far over the horizon of like the first step would be, you know what I mean? Like, look left, look right. As you look up, you see a wooden sign kind of swinging in the wind, and you see a small circle with like wavy lines behind it and like a cup, right? And it's called a chalk in the bottom on the sign. It says, work that way, beer this way.
I relay that information to the group or to Blandina.
What?
Whisper it. I whisper it.
You wanted to go to the fish yard, right? To get some street meat?
I don't care about that. I'm on a mission now. I was just
What is the
old man was
street
talking
meat?
too much.
And you just walk into the bar. You can make a perception check too, Blandine, as he walks in there, and you try to, because you're looking for.
Yeah, that's a 12.
It's the ambience of like or the ambient sounds, I guess, of Yartar itself, and I would say the tyranny of height of the buildings around you, kind of disorienting. Like if you've been in one of these, you know what I mean? Like think Florence or whatever, where you're like, oh cool, I've got a map, and you walk out and you're like, I'm never been so lost in my life and claustrophobic in this street. Which way is which?
Oh, you mean me
but
in
you
Richmond?
walk into the bar.
You mean me in Richmond?
Yeah, exactly. So you hear it's empty because it's morning, right? There's 3 empty little tables in this very small bar. Okay, in the corner of the bar, there's some cups kind of turned over that don't look like you're drinking from, and there's some stacks of like wooden coins that you see there, and there's a woman there, and she's got some grayish hair, blue eyes, common kind of smock on, and she's just like, good morning, you're starting a little early, and she's like, ha, he never quits. And there's a dude just like doing the classic, you know what I mean, like back when bars were cool. He's just zonked out, puddles of mix of beer and maybe, you know
Other
what I mean,
things.
himself. Yeah, sitting there. But you can't really smell war in this place, but you do smell, a bit of vomit and beer and stuff. Like this place kind of boogies, but it looks like enough room for just a group of like 10 people to make this jam. You know what I mean? Like it's a small, like wooden room, L-shaped, tight, bar. Kind of you have to you're like this in here. It's you know what I mean. It's like probably a 7-foot clearing, and you and the Goliath, if he decides to come in, will have to kind of hunch over.
What would
Yeah,
this?
I mean, I do it. Yeah, I do it. I'll come in with Blendina. Yeah.
Yeah, just turns the spigot. Perfect.
I'm just
pour.
leaning on the door frame.
Okay, perfect pour. Just drops you. She's be like, it's a copper this early in the morning. Thank you so much for showing up early.
There
Absolutely.
are empty seats, right? And the cups are turned over. I uncover a cup and say, "Fill it," or ask the lady.
This is the coin toss. It's a gambling game we play in the evening. Yeah, but I mean, if you want something spicy in it, sure.
Let's do it.
Oh,
do it.
Yartar Grappa it is. And she reaches under these things. This'll be 5 copper. Before we get started, and she drops it for your mates.
I'm good.
I don't have 5 copper, man. Shit.
I will. You know what? I'm just gonna toss a gold piece up on the bar, and
Oh, yeah.
She just goes like this. Jesus. She's like, you know what I mean? Like gold pieces, just like she's like, and she just starts pouring a big wooden pitcher.
Hell yeah.
perfect.
Hell yeah.
Like we just got into town.
She reaches up and she's like, oh, it's gonna be another long night. Ding, 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 and rings a bell, for getting a gold piece. She's like bites it, puts it in her pocket. You hear literally 2 coins hit. Click, click.
I'll take 1 gold coin away from my stuff there. And it's like, I'm going to give me 2 of those pitchers, and I'm hand 1 to Salvatore, hand 1 to Torn, and
she goes through and she's like, wow, you guys are matching. It's like, are you in the army?
Nope.
Oh,
I'm
Are you
quiet.
in-
My bad.
those are neat cloaks.
oh, I'm not wearing mine.
Oh, what's neat
Hi.
common clothes you have there. Very common.
I would have
Wow.
taken mine off to
I got you.
not look like a knight of the Maelstrom.
Just imagine yourselves when you guys are all cloaked up in these manta cloaks. If you've seen them, you guys would look pretty badass in the 4 of you walking for your end game picture. That's what I'm imagining.
I'm not taking mine off at all.
She gets like a bowl of dates that she sets out. It's kind of different here in Yartar. There's olives, dates kind of out, and she's like wiping off like a salt off of off the small bar. She's like, well, let me know if you need anything at all.
I forget what my fake name is. But
Wandina.
what? My name's Wandina.
Hello, Wandina. My name is Beth.
Hi, Beth. I will kind of shoo Salvatore and
Always
Torn
pick from the chat. Yeah.
and Torn away. It's like go have a seat. Go have a seat, boys.
Oh, all right, darling. Whatever you say, it's good to be. And
So there is a bit of a not a chair rail, but there's like behind you guys is like that that 6-inch like rail to be able to put a cup down, and like small. There's only like 3 small seats in the corner, but it's kind of like doesn't want people to be sitting and loafing around here.
I lean against the wall, drink my ale.
It's
Yeah,
delicious.
good taste in there.
Yeah, like it tastes like 20. I'm making myself thirsty. I'm on a 2-week dry right now. I'm just like,
That's why those muscles are popping. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
He's strong. You
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Almost there.
So I'm gonna ask. I'm just gonna straight up ask her. It's like we represent a very wealthy client, and we've come to try to find out. We've heard some great things about this gambling boat out here. The great Dame, the great Dame.
Yeah. Every once in a while, someone will come in here and get themselves sauced up before a long evening, and well, they never show up here because they don't have two coppers to pinch together after a night like that. If you're gonna take it to the Grand Dame, I'd keep your wits about you.
Absolute. How would I gain my benefactor's access to how does one buy a ticket to for a night on this?
Oh, wasn't that a good question? Well, there's multiple ways, I guess. If you go and you talk to the folks at the dock, there's a big bouncer out front. You maybe be able to negotiate. I've never been able to personally go there. I could maybe, if I get a little bit better at my craft, be a server. But they tend to talk to a class higher than mine. With the gold that you have, maybe go to a fancier place down by the town center. But let me see. All right, so roll just roll a flat D20.
Holy crap!
Roll a flat D20 right now.
Thank you, Lord Gazumba, for the raid with 79 people. Holy cow! Welcome.
We shall double our efforts.
Zumba.
We're gonna take a weird take on the let's get another shout out to if we can, since you guys are all here and we have all these great guests with us today with Tori, Old Men Rolling Dice, and Charm Fantasy here with Stronghold. We'll do some cool shout outs, and hey, if you guys are feeling generous for the Wounded Warrior thing that we've got going on as well, we met our goal, but all the charity counts for those folks. But thank you so much, man, and more gifts. Holy smokes.
I love you guys. Love you guys.
Well, what I'll do is, since that gifted sub just came in, we'll raise your D4 inspirations to D6s.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Damn.
Well, that flat D20 roll was a 16.
16. She's like, look, you'll have to at least find some better apparel before you go up there. I think they're pretty shallow-minded, and you're gonna have to look like someone that they'll want to take your money. So if you go to the town center, go to Auntie Ken's.
Auntie Ken's?
Yes. You can see it. There'll be scissors
I
with
see what you did there.
and a threaded needle.
I think I know her, actually.
A dear friend of mine. We grew up together. We went to school together. But she had a better craft for some of the merchants that are here, and well, her dress designs are, the best this side of Neverwinter. Don't tell her I said that.
Well, Beth, I thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I noticed these wooden chips on the tables. What can you tell me about those? These seem interesting.
These are just like, if you take a look at them, you'll kind of see just flat, plain chips, and they've got CT etched in them.
Okay, just like a regular bar, like a regular bar
so
with the wooden chips.
You're on the Red River, right? And there's the casinos, and then there's like, the other one. Like this one is just trying to kind of
they're like the free beer tokens.
If you lose all your money down there, maybe you'll gain some money down here.
Fair
Your
enough.
last ditch effort.
Well, I appreciate your assistance, Beth. I'll leave these two to finish their drinks and go find empty can.
I'm done.
Oh, barbarians. She's like, careful now. It's old wood.
And yeah,
So you guys are gonna head out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Drive me. Where are you going? You're gonna get out in the street? You know, she tells you, she's like, literally just go out this way and keep traveling. When you see some large bells, you'll see the Temple of Timora, of course. It's a gambling town. Once you see one of the tall church bells in the center of town, that's where the market should be opening up right now. And I'm sure Auntie's in there probably getting someone ready, or some servant is stand-in the dress for this evening.
gotcha. Well, we'll go search her out, and hopefully we can get some fine linens made for me.
Thanks for all the follows, guys.
Yeah,
Heck
yeah. I think, shoot, we might make our 890 gold tonight.
That'd be fantastic.
Crazy.
As soon as I find my other device that I use for telecommunications, then I can remember my notes from this morning I was taking while I was at work. Sorry, government. It's during my lunch break. Take it easy.
It's fair. It's fair.
The lunch breaks are ephemeral. You know what I mean? Like, they're kind of, you know, like, yeah, I'm on my lunch break right now. I take it in 5-minute increments. You know what I mean? Here and there. All right.
Just one bite.
Yeah. So you guys, you come out, you move along. Same thing, hustle and bustle. People, you know, doing the activities with the broom sweeping, you know, cleaning their part of the streets. You wait, someone waits for you guys to go by, and then you hear slap as, like, you know, some sort of bucket of water from 3 stories up comes slopping down behind you guys, and you guys make it to a very bustling, you know, farmer's market. There's various leathers being hung. There are several stores. There's a temple to Timora, the goddess of luck and fortune and stuff. Is there, but and then you see some very nice glass, and with nice dresses on the inside, which clearly a atelier or a seamstress, right? Altair, is it Altair? That word. It's a fancy word for makes fucking cool clothes.
It's a French word, very French.
Atelier, yeah.
Atelier.
Atelier. Yeah. Yeah.
Salvatore, well, I'm going to call you Histofer now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you? No, you probably need some new duds for this evening as well. Yeah.
What do you mean?
If you're going to be, if we're going to pull this off, unless you already have some fine clothing to make yourself look spectacular.
Are you saying right now, in this very moment, that I look less than spectacular? With my blue dragon scale armor, my cloak made of the finest rare manta skin, my gauntlets that carry with it the slightest touch of the boa constrictors of Am.
I know you look amazing. I don't know if that's the look we're going for here.
So you're saying I look too good?
You look what's the word I'm looking for? You look like you can handle yourself in battle. And I don't think that's what we're going for.
It's not a bad look to have when, you know, we need to make an impression on someone that we're not going to be
hold on,
handled.
Pull out your loot and I want to see how spectacular you look in front of this high class store.
Miguel and Tulio, Tulio and Miguel.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I will get a dress that will match what you guys look like, so that we can look like a single, like we all belong together. We're all part of the same family.
We're looking to have you recruited. We need to make sure that you're worth recruiting.
Agreed.
And if we look better and you look great, on top of all of this, they're going to want the package deal. They're going to want all 8 buns with the 6-pack of hot dogs.
Fair enough.
Bro, this motherfucker here, bro.
That's why I love this game. I was like, okay, fine. Let's take a snapshot of what Histofer looks like right now, and I will saunter into Auntie Can.
Yep. Oh, be with you in a moment. Hi. From a distance, and you see there's a lady with like 3 pins in her mouth, and she's like, "I'll be with you in a second." And she's, she's doing some inseam stuff. I'm sorry, I don't know all the vernacular, but she's down there.
So one thing you know is inseam.
Yeah. This guy's got a really big inseam, and just, she's doing some trouser things. And
we came to the right place.
Huh?
Yeah. We came to the right place.
She's kind of, flowing around, and she works there for just a second, and she gets something, she's working on something, and she turns around. She's like, "Hello, darling. How are you? How can I help you?"
Oh, hello. Your friend Beth sent me down here. My benefactor, Blandina, she's looking for an amazing dress, an amazing outfit to wear on the Grand Dame this evening, and I was told that you would be the perfect person to get that made.
May I ask, do you carry designer?
And there's cloth, and there's dresses already out, and she's and you can see there is at least one other woman there in a dress, so you can gauge, like, right then. She's like, I'm actually tailoring this fine lady tonight to go to the Grand Dame.
Oh,
May I ask, do you carry designer? Or is everything in a custom, which I understand might be, pretty.
I would say, folks do travel to Auntie Can's to get a dress. I would consider myself designer.
Of course. I just mean, do you everything in house, or do you bring things in and customize them to fit your clientele?
Well, we bring in the cloth, and then I put it together with my own imagination. Feeling inspired by folks like yourself. Oh, and we do big and tall as well. And she waves to the 2, large gentlemen outside.
I look perfect.
Of course you do.
well, my madam, she's a big fan of Dolce and Gabbana. Could we potentially have something prepared in that style?
No,
Sure.
You don't want that for this.
This late,
Ignore her. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I would say it'll be steep if you want it by tonight. How many dresses? Just yourself? That could do?
One for all 4 of us. We're all wearing the same. I'm
What?
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to wear a dress at this particular moment in my life.
Listen, let me take over here. I know a great deal about dresses. This body here, I know she said Bolche and banana or whatever she said, but let me tell you, this body deserves to wear tonight the finest of the shadow fox that you can find. I know it's rare, but a custom shadow fox on this body would be absolutely out of this world. Your reputation would be carried on beyond, dare I say, even Neverwinter. Should you do that for us?
Very well.
And-
Okay. And she just eyes her up and down. Very well. I'll have something together by. If you can return by, 5 p.m., by, you know what I mean? Like, just before, like an hour before, the ship would leave. She's like, I can have it an hour before the ship leaves. That should be plenty enough time to get dressed. You get the sense, make a perception check, Sabathor.
Okay. Is it insight or perception? Is it like a behavior? Or is it like a
Insight's fine.
Yeah. 11.
Okay, yeah. You get the sense that she's not going to tell you the price because you're in a very expensive place. Right?
Oh yeah, didn't expect that.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
probably going to be ridiculous.
I'm not asking the price. I'm just asking for
yeah.
the dress.
Yeah. So you're in the type of place that you know what I mean? Like they don't talk about money, but you get the sense it's going to be a lot, but she's like, very well. We'll see you at 5.
Thank you so much, Beth. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be back later.
Excellent.
This is not bad. This is candy. This is Auntie Candy.
Oh, out to can. Yeah. Yeah.
Help yourself to a glass of wine on the way out, and we'll see you there.
Absolutely.
The lady sitting there, getting her dress done, kind of like turns around and just kind of like stares at Sabathor, and she's got like these glasses. She kind of cuts like Baroness from Cobra, just kind of looks at you and says, "Well, maybe you can buy me my first drink tonight. See you there. Now, Auntie, please. I need to get out of this dress."
Can I get an insight on this person?
Sure.
16.
You're getting a business vibe, a leadership vibe, a experienced, probably tough-skinned, but very beautiful. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Can I walk out with like a smile, like a nod? Can I cast detect thoughts and start reading some thoughts here on this person?
You dog.
okay.
You dirty dog. You.
And
What's the save?
so detect thoughts means I can read the thoughts of, certain creatures. When I cast a spell and as an action each turn until the spell ends, I can focus my mind on one creature I can see within 30 feet. As long as the creature has an intelligence of 3 or higher. I can read the surface thoughts for free. And as an action, I can shift my attention to another creature's thoughts. If I probe deeper, they have to make a wisdom saving throw. But what I'll do is I'll come back and I'm going to try and kind of engage them in a way that I get to basically provoke surface thoughts. Like, have a conversation or say things that will cause the surface thoughts of the questions I want. Ideally is my hope. I'm obviously capable of probing deeper, but I'm trying not to probe deep because probing deeper and failing, I think there might be something with when you fail. Let me check. Recheck. Detect thoughts. If they fail, they gain insights to their emotional state, something that looms large in the mind, their worries, their loves, their hates, fears. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you're probing their mind unless you shift your attention to another creature's thought. Okay, so yeah, if I probe deeper, they get to know I'm reading their mind.
If it fails, shift it to me.
If they pass, yeah.
If it fails, shift it to me.
Okay. Questions verbally directed to target creature naturally shape the course of their thoughts. This spell is particularly effective as part of interrogations. You can also detect the presence of thinking creatures that you cannot see around you. So it finds any thinking creature that's invisible. That's kind of cool. And it penetrates barriers of everything up until 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of metal, or a thin sheet of lead. Okay. So if I don't detect any extra invisible thoughts, I will go and saunter over there. Very almost like I said, I'm trying to take on the alias, my nom de guerre of Histofer, who is very much like Paramore Playboy, Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3 kind of vibes. And say, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I didn't catch yours either.
I am.
So when you're reading thoughts or anything like that, just ask me, or else I'm gonna stay here. Okay.
Yeah. So when I ask for their name, do they think of their name? Like as a okay, they don't even think of their name. I will introduce myself with a bow and my hand out, as though to like do the traditional like.
Yep. She takes it, but get off the little pedestal.
Right. And I obviously within the framework of royalty, I don't let my lips touch them, but it's just the gesture of lips close but not touching. So it kind of shows like I'm not faking the etiquette.
Yep. She walks like this. She turns her back to you, and you said your name was, and she opens up a curtain, walks in, and then looks over her back to this perfect back, right? And you can see where there's some buttons on her back.
And I'm going to say, Histofer, but I don't think names are so important when you're struck with the decadence of such divine company.
This guy,
Make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Oh God. Oh no. 18.
Okay.
What's happening to my brain? What? Are we reading each other's thoughts?
You get the same sense. You know what I mean? And she just, as she looks at her back to get you to unbutton, she's like, "Will you please?"
I will. Oh man, here we go. I will. I am going to use. This is cool. This is a cool opportunity. I hope I can make this work. Mage Hand. I'm going to make Mage Hand to button up without touching her as I keep looking at her.
Button down. She's asking you down.
Oh, button down. Yeah. Button down. But I'm making eye contact and standing in a position where I am like, we're it's a standoff.
Yep.
Like I'm not letting her turn her back on me, but I'm still doing what she wants with Mage Hand. And I'm going to say, besides the greatest things, the oldest powers, and the legends and secrets we all fall in love with are devoid of names. So let's skip that part and go right to the part where you tell me where to find you so that I have to fight your no doubt countless suitors for that drink.
Oh. She's just looking straight ahead. You see a bit of a tattoo on her back as she takes her hand and close a very thick gossamer style, blackout curtain. And she's just like, you know, oh, I'll be playing the dice of 4 tonight. Do you and you see like the dress kind of flop over. In her eyes, you can just see the top of her glasses. She's just like, do you intend on just conducting gambling tonight, Christopher? She
I've been
says,
known.
like, you know,
How does she wait? Like, what does she say? Or how does she say what she's saying?
she says,
And the whole
Christopher,
time I'm
like,
trying to read her
it's a
mind
joke.
for surface thoughts.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let me know, like, if there's any surface thoughts that I can be
It
made aware of.
seems defensive.
Mhm.
Her demeanor seems defensive, but playing.
Okay. So when she says that, I'm going to say, I've been known to put my life on a dice roll now and again. I'm not afraid of snake eyes.
And after just a moment, it closes, and she's wearing like leather, like a leather armor. And there's like 3 daggers off to the side that you can kind of see. You know, very tight leather, you know, pants with tall, like horse boots. You know, but like thick to it, and her hair is like tied straight, tightly up. And she's got like a leather bracer covering up another tattoo on her left arm, and she's continuing, and then she just slips on like a long leather jacket with, you know, a tall collar over that, and she's just like, well, it's not that big of a boat. Let's see if you can find me.
When was the last time you bought a drink for someone else?
You're on.
I'll see you there. And I think it will be.
He's about 2 inches taller than you, just
Okay.
turns around and slaps the back of your thigh as she
Oh,
walks
shit.
out. And she looks at Blandina and just grits her teeth at you, like, and just like walks out, but not in a bad grit your teeth. You could do an insight on that if you want, but it was.
I'm curious.
Yep. And she walks by the 2 dudes outside, and she's like, boys, we'll see you tonight. And she just like very you know, like gracefully yet like carries her gait very athletically, and, you know, continues on.
So that was a
At
16,
that
16
moment.
insight.
I nudged Torn. I nudged Torn, and I'm like, she won't see me. I'll be under the boat.
Like maybe she wants to talk to you also tonight and get a
Give her
drink.
the
You
hammer.
know?
I just tell him straight up. I'm like, bro, just give her the hammer. Show it to her.
No, break that.
Before she leaves my
I
range,
need something
I'm going,
more sturdy.
Said if you can't handle that, bro, you trip. You're too big. Don't handle your business.
If you want to dig deeper on it,
I want to dig deeper on the last possible
Yeah.
moment.
do a
So she does a wisdom DC 17 saving.
remember I gave you lots of stuff. A DC
Yeah,
16,
I
you said?
can't increase my saving throw with the stuff that you gave me, unfortunately. So yeah, that is DC 17 wisdom.
It was a natural 20, but I love the fact that you're trying to do what you're doing right now. What I'll say is, as you're trying to get this, you notice that she was deliberately covering up some tattoos. And then the bottom part, as you flash, it was clearly the tail of a snake on her back and a snake on her wrist, on her forearm.
And just to be clear, we don't know this. This is just Salvatore, right?
Just Sabathor. Yep.
Yeah, I will react as though I'm so surprised by this cat and mouse game, and almost kind of play up the the shock of having her smack the back of my thigh as I, when you can feel like someone wants to be looked at, and they can feel when they're being looked at. I'm gonna make sure that like I've validated that exit by keeping my eyes until she leaves.
Yep. I would say also with the insight of the mutual probing, you know what I mean? Like you get the sense that she probably blows a lot of people off, and like you're probably gonna, you know what I mean? You're very intriguing.
Okay. All right. I'm going to download that. And
Auntie Can begins like, and then describing your own mind what this dress looks like. But she's pulling you said Shadow Fox.
Yes.
Yep. And she starts laying it out, and she asks you to inspect it.
Yeah, I will like in service to my lady here, my to my friend Blandina, I will say, oh yes, this is absolutely perfect.
You can see where it's like smoothed out, and it becomes a little bit longer at the base, and like it's a very accentuating, you know what I mean? It's almost like velvety, you know what I mean? Like feel to it in spots, and then, but anyways, she just starts cutting away at it. But yeah, this is a lot of role play. It's not my favorite, but anyway, so like, you guys are out there, you guys want to stay, keep drinking. It's like noon now. I'm assuming you guys sat down, you grabbed something to eat to stay charged. The beers have worn off a little bit. Like I said, center of Yartar, very marketplace. You see some signs that look like weapons stores. You do see a white wheel with the spokes on it in one spot. So if you,
I'm probably the only person in the group who knows the white wheel. Do you guys know the white wheel?
I don't even know a brown one.
When we first started, we talked about it. Like when I first joined up.
So the white wheel.
You guys just haven't been to a town in like a really long time. So
so the white wheel is like that's who hired us at the beginning, the two groups, to go do things. If we really need anything like that, we absolutely need, they would probably have it. Steep cost, but they would probably have anything that we needed. So if you guys need anything, that's a good spot to. Get potions, get gear, get whatever you need.
Do we have to pay for it?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, we have nothing.
I'm broke now, bro.
We gave all our money to you for the spells, the scrolls.
Oh, that's right.
The scribing.
I have money. How much do you need, broke princess?
I have money. I have 286 gold. I have a 1,000 gold piece emerald and a 5,000 gold piece ruby.
You're fine then. What are you worried about?
Holy shit! That's right. That the ruby. Yeah, that's a keeper.
Say you are rich.
I'd say I'm doing all right.
That's not princess rich though.
Maybe the riches were the friends we made along the way, shall we?
I'm not even sure that's Duchess rich.
Ugh. Vocab.
You guys are catty at each other tonight. This is great.
Prince Vocab.
Prince Vocab.
Yes. Duke.
Dude.
Where do you guys want to go? You guys are literally standing in the center. Have you ever been in a piazza before? You guys in a circle. You know what I mean? A big circle area. There's tons of little markets all the way around you. It's literally like, pumpkin sales and pumpkin sales and pumpkin sales and pumpkin sales, like all around you guys. Like there's something going on. There's probably some sort of festival happening soon. Hey, thanks, Pip.
I am.
Wait, is that from Marquee Gaming? Anyways, I don't remember names too well, but I think
Do you guys want to do like just a fast forward to
Well,
the time?
Sure. But one thing that I need to do is I need to go prepare myself. So I'm gonna find a place to go have a bath and have get do the whole spa day before I get this dress on so I can look my best.
Do you need help? And I say this like from a position of like I am more interested in genuinely helping you cut that time down and looking your best than I'm like
Been hitting on me.
I'm like than hitting up. Like I feel like you could probably get the vibe that Savathor makes sport of flirtation in the aspect of adventuring. Within the adventuring group, he does not look through those eyes
So
of
we
any
can-
man or woman.
so we can draw out the best of all the characters that are playing right now, right? So we've got folks that just want to smash things with hammers and stuff like that as well, right? So it's a 50-50 crowd sometimes. What I'll say is there's two things that'll happen. You guys want to spa and get churched up, you know what I mean, for
Yep.
the big thing. That montage can happen where Savathor is gonna, get the Beauty and the Beast bath. You know what I mean? Where you're in there and they're shaving
helping
down
her,
your toenails and stuff like that. And if you want to hand off the cash to the boys, they can head to the White Wheel for the first time, and you know what I mean, like and get to shopping.
Sure. Yeah, just tell me how much it is.
Just
You
us
guys
girls.
can rotate into the White Wheel whenever you decide. It'll be like montage complete.
Yep.
All right.
Perfect.
In the White Wheel, you guys meet a blonde-haired guy named Alec. He lets you know that he also works for the town guard as well. Just to keep his reputation. In the evening he pulls some shifts. But the White Wheel, for you guys, for the two of you who have not signed on to the White Wheel, right? He describes this to you, and there was some handover from Blandina just to kind of move things forward. The White Wheel, in the original episode of this thing, there's a guy named Connor, and he's changed out in the last campaign. He went from he broke off half the Zentarum and made them more goodly. No human trafficking, no slavery or anything like that, but kept like a black market, weapon sales and things like that. Keep on going. And those weapons, they'll go to the right Sandinistas, not the bad Sandinistas. But Connor ran this thing, and he's making it up and up White Wheel. The White Wheel works well with the Harpers as well as a more militant end of the Harpers. But they basically ask you if you want to sign on. There's the bonus every 30 days off this contract for, solving the ordning. There's a bit of a back pay. And he offers you guys both 150 gold pieces to start, to get caught up. You know what I mean? Basically, the missions that you guys have already done and things like that will get you going. And you get the sense that, in this store, everything that's like, there's a lot of uncommon items here. And then, very difficult to find some rare stuff, but he's got a pretty good grasp of the uncommon items. And I'll tell you why, people watching this thing. Connor just defeated Tiamat and the Horde of Tiamat, and he took some stuff from that horde. If you go into Tyranny of Dragons, like there was a lot of really good stuff in there, and they made sure that they used it to sell back to the children of the fallen soldiers of the Battle of Tiamat or some shit like that. Anyways, so Vokath, Alec, pleased to meet you. Do you guys sign off on this thing? To basically to sign on to the contract, kind of like the Bilbo Baggins contract, to sign off and helping the Lord's Alliance in solving off the ordning, and they'll add you to the list.
Do we sign on to that? Okay.
I look at you and shrug. They sent us here.
You can make an insight check if you want, Vokath, based on lawful goodness and things like that.
Based on lawful goodness. I love
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Like if you're getting a weird cult vibe or anything like that, you can, you know,
Well, my insight I got was a 12.
it's like, you know, it's a good or it's like a neutral-ish, goodish organization, right? Chaotic good, I would say.
So what do we get for signing it? I got to pay him 150 gold.
You get 150 gold a month until you you restore the ordning.
Oh, we don't pay that. We get that,
Yep.
Yeah.
bro. That's
People have fallen off the the contract and whatever it takes because basically there's not enough soldiers to solve this thing. There was this huge war that just happened and they need a small group of folks with special skills.
Okay.
Yep, and he tells you you get a 10% discount and increasing, you know what I mean, per month on the on the contract if you stay on the path. And he signs all the stuff. Whoop, montage. So what are you guys looking for?
I have no idea. Look,
I don't think I have enough money for the things I want.
right. Well, we get 150 a month for signing this contract, though.
Well, we have an assortment of potions, things that can protect you, shields, armor, weapons. He shows us this one sword. This is a sword for elves. Some paladin sold it thinking he wasn't worthy from Waterdeep, and it came here. This is he feeds it. It's like it's a moon sword. Moonblade, Elven Shadows, Silver Shadows, Moonblade. Sorry, Lane Cunningham. Yeah.
Do you have any great axes?
Of course. She's like, or Alec looks at you and he's like, that's an amazing axe you've got right there. And he's like, I can tell right there, that's a great axe of warning. Are you looking for something a little spicy?
You have something better than this?
Ooh. And he
That
looks.
is the question here.
Ready? Let's see what we got. Oop, wrong search.
The great axe of no warning.
Is it one word? Of course it is. Oh my god, autocorrect. Great ace.
Great ass of warning.
That's what I've
Legacy
got.
only.
Hey.
Hey. Is the warning just farts at that point?
I gotta type it in again.
Chat, give us your best great axe recommendations.
A giant slayer.
Ooh. That's dope.
Just saying.
That's like this is the only campaign where that could actually really be like both flavorful and mechanically useful in one.
Mind you, we're not really going to fight giants. We're going to fight krakens.
Can't let your guard down with giant stuff.
Fair. That's fair.
We've learned that like even when going to a place where we're physically welcomed by giants, we still get jumped.
Yes.
And yeah. Kraken slaying great axes are probably harder to find.
That's valid.
They're all at the bottom of the ocean right now.
I don't even know what a kraken is. Is it an aberrate?
It's probably a monster. Oh, maybe an aberration. Could be a
You
monster.
mean like in game or out of game?
In game it's typing. Like what mechanical like monster subtype does it have?
Yeah.
Imagine a titan of the ocean.
Pretty much.
So he sits down. I finally crafted what looks like obsidian, like axe. It's jagged like slate and has a red hue naturally on either sides of the blades itself, and it's got black leather etched all the way down for extra grip and knurling. And it's perfect to your size. And as a matter of fact, when he grabs it and hangs on to it a little bit, it shrinks a little bit to his size. You know what I mean? And then he kind of lets it go, and he's like, kind of looks outside, and he's like, "This here is called the Blood Rage Great Axe.
Blood.
Now you got to be careful with this thing. Once you start swinging this, it comes with extra cleave, and if you get into somebody, you get an extra attack with someone within 5 feet of that other person, so you can do one of those sick, Final Destiny attacks. But this is the best great axe that I have. Unfortunately, I don't have a giant slayer in this campaign. Those are placed specifically in certain spots, but I don't think you can do better. With your discounts, I could do this for 1,200 gold.
This motherfucker here, bro.
Didn't we
Why
all?
don't you do
Didn't
this?
every?
Because we're gonna save the world, bro.
Didn't
Fuck that.
everybody get like a gem or two
Yeah, I
gems?
used mine like two sessions ago. I used all mine. Remember, I got the potion of I think it was flying.
Oh, that's right.
If you want to cash in the ruby, he'll cash it in.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Because
Wait a minute,
gave
we have
the 2 barbarians all the cash. This is smart. This is
we
good.
have the
Well,
ruby
no.
to spend.
Well, no.
It's like a 5 grand ruby.
I'm
Yeah,
keeping
I don't have a ruby though.
I'm keeping
Where'd
that
you get a
ruby.
ruby from?
I need to keep as much as I can so that I can pay for this dress tonight. I have no idea how much it's actually going to cost.
This? You're right about
What's
that.
going to cost where? Where are you guys shopping? Alex seems pretty knowledgeable. Where'd you guys go buy a dress?
Auntie Ken?
Ooh. That's going to cost you upwards 500 gold.
Oh,
Plus the tip, plus your
Easy.
reputation.
easy. Okay, easy.
To be honest, in Forgotten Realms, like 500 gold, is a lot of money.
That is
You know what I
Right.
mean? For
Yeah.
a dress.
Sure. I'm just thinking.
That's
You just get the level 10-ish, and it's like, here's $1 billion. Here's $1
No,
billion.
I just knowing.
Here's year's worth of income.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
knowing what I have. Yeah. Well, so they got the 150.
They get 150 each.
150 each. So you guys have that. Would I get back pay?
It is day
Okay,
90,
back
sir. Are you there?
I mean, I
300
can be.
gold pieces to you. And Savathor, you did sign on in Everland. In Silver Moon. You did sign on.
I signed on, but with a
With
unique
caveat.
with caveat. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I do have.
You're getting paid.
I got back.
amongst, you know what I mean? You'll get your 300 for 2 months out there.
So
All right,
I will.
And he's just like, you guys need any updates on the rest of the parties? They've been in Waterdeep. They've been to Mirabar, but yeah.
Yeah. I'll. Yeah, it's like I would love an update. But please keep it as secret as you keep it a secret that you saw me.
Absolutely. You guys are still yeah, that's right. You know what I mean? As he sees these two, well, I have to report it to Connor. Sorry.
Connor's
And he
fine.
grabs the axe and starts pulling the axe back to him
I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying, I don't want it well known that we are.
Understood.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty good at what we do.
Good. I'm gonna give 500 gold to these two.
Okay.
And
You're giving 500 gold to me?
to you two, yeah.
A piece.
No, I'm not a piece. Well, let's see. I've basically got 6,000 is what I have available. So,
I'll take your 250.
well, just figure out what you guys need. Let's do that because
I
Just
mean, but that
for-
that shit wouldn't give me what I need though. So
with
I'm
that
not really.
with that axe,
But you could
Yeah,
trade
that- you
in
said
your
1200
old
gold,
axe.
though.
yeah, you could also trade.
You could trade
in.
in your old axe for the new one as well to tip the scale.
Good point, bro. I didn't even think about that. I'm sitting here going through my character sheets, trying to find
Well,
something.
also just figure out what you guys
Okay.
need. I just want to make sure that I'm keeping enough money for me to pay for that dress. So figure out what you guys
No, I
need,
get it.
and we can pay for it. So I don't think that's an issue.
He looks over your
Yeah.
shoulder and he's like, kobolds. And kobolds walks in and he slaps.
Kobolds.
Yeah, not kobolds. The guys that you see the old Harper walk in as well, and he slides down 4 tickets. And he's like, friends of the Harpers, friends of mine. And ding, 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 and he walks out. And you can see that you have 4 tickets to the Great Dane. Or the Grand Dame.
That's
I like
cool.
Great Dane.
Wow,
The goddamn.
the god damn.
It pays
The
to
Grand-
collect renown
The Grand Am.
across this place. There's a lot of, and I'll tell you, if you read the sections, if a member's of, you know what I mean, like part of the Harpers or whatever, there's like a whole bunch of deals.
Well,
So you're gonna buy this? And he's like, I'll take 500 off. We'll go 700 gold.
Take it.
yes, you want it. Say yes, Torn.
Yes, Torn.
Yes.
Just make sure it reflects on your guys' sheets and stuff
Yeah.
like
I
that.
just, because you said blood rage, so I'm like, what kind of magical, like, as a comic book artist, I create weapons and
You can draw it any way you want. I went with obsidian being a very black slate looking color to it.
No, I was thinking about repercussions. So I didn't create it, but I adopted this blade in one of my comic books where if you draw that if you draw that MFer, then it has to draw blood or you'll start taking
Oh
damage.
no, it's not sentient. Yeah, he
Okay,
looks at this thing
okay.
and yeah. He's
Okay,
like, I wouldn't do
okay.
that to you.
Yeah, I was a little hesitant right there. But okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
let's
pulling
do
a
it.
grog on you.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I
Okay.
got that from Kill Bill, by the way. Thank you, Quentin
So-
Tarantino.
so
Love
Are
that's-
you guys able to who's the treasurer here? I
I'm
like having just like one person as a
Blandina.
I'm kind of keeping track of this right now. So yeah. So that's 700. Anybody else? Like potions? What kind of potions do you have?
Who?
Anybody. Like, I have one
I-
potion of
I think
healing.
I think I have none.
I think I have a potion of water breathing.
Let me check.
Alec, what kind of what kind of healing pots do you guys have?
Yeah, I have a potion of water breathing, which we can sell off because
We all don't need them. Yeah.
both my armor and my cloak give me water breathing. I don't need this potion of water breathing.
Yeah.
I don't have any potions as far as I can see. I'm just making
Same.
sure I'm searching through the right thing, though. It's just in your weapons, your inventory, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have any potions at all.
Okay.
I have the boots of flying, and that's it.
Dude, nice. I forgot about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I spent all that money on, man.
It's worth it.
It
It's
was
so
worth
worth
it.
it. It's so worth it. You
yeah.
can fly, run, and swim now better than anyone.
So could we
Great thing.
get like 5 or 4 or 5 potions of healing?
Yep, and we'll go with the Pete rate 4 or 5. Yep, that'll be that'll be 300. he kind of looks at you guys. 220 gold. As he kind of looks at. And
Are
then he
they
looks at
regular
Sean.
potions
He's
of
about to
healing?
say 300, and he's like, "That'll be 300. That'd be 220."
Are they regular
is.
potions of
Yeah,
healing?
just regular
Hell
pots, regular healing pots.
Regular pots, 50 gold each. Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
And he
will
marked them
he
down.
just trade me straight up those pots for the potion of water breathing?
Yes. Where are you guys going? And he takes it and he hands you another healing potion, and he puts it in the stack.
Well, can I trade him the potion of water breathing has to be worth more than one potion of healing? Like, can I get the 4 potions of healing we were asking for
He's like, he
the
just
potion?
puts back and he puts it aside, and he's like, he reaches into another cabinet, and you see one with like a little bit of silver filigree on it, and he's like, "This is a greater."
Oh, I'll take that.
Oh, nice. So
Do I get one?
Where are you guys headed?
the Great Dame.
Nowhere.
The Great Dame for what? If you don't mind, I'm me asking.
Not going anywhere.
We're trying to well, really, we're trying to find out about this cult of the Kraken.
Yeah,
Maybe you've heard of
I
it.
do like this. I do like this
No.
to Blandino.
Yeah, like these guys they're with us. They're like if you know it.
But how do
He's
we
like,
know?
He's like, I'll look into it, but I don't have anything on them. I know the hands of Yartar, the Zents have moved in.
Where am I standing? Can I see what he wrote?
He's just like Cult of the Kraken. He's just like writing down what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
And like,
So okay, just so you guys know, like the White Wheel are the ones that commissioned all of us to do this in the first place. They're paying us to fix the ordinance.
Right. But our characters don't like. We need to trust but verify is like the
Yeah,
logic.
right.
It's like,
Exactly.
anyone can say, "Hi, I'm White Wheel," and we're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
derp, derp."
No,
you know?
yes, I know. Like Blandino would know that the White Wheel is like talking to the White Wheel
Like,
for
they're cool. They're good.
intel,
Yeah,
especially
Right.
in the town
like-
that we're trying to get intel.
But like someone walks up and says, "I'm White Wheel." We know White Wheel is good. How do we know the person who's saying they're White Wheel is on the level? Is there a handshake? Is there a
that's
code
where I
word?
was coming from. I'm like,
know,
yeah.
what is he
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
What is
So, they do have, and this is Pete's side. So forgive me, but they're called, white bolts are the dudes. So there's a sign, countersign with bolt and white back and forth. They can go, but I was just kind of speeding through that part to get you guys onto it. But I'll just say for this to not get lost in that part, totally on the up and up. Admin side, you guys are in the part of the video game where you feel real safe, like at this
Yeah, so, and I'll explain. It's like we're really close to finding King Hecaton. We've actually, this guy back here has actually seen him in a spell, and he's on some ship out at sea being held captive. That we are here to infiltrate the cult of the Kraken.
All right. Well, the last circle that was used by Neunek and the Revengers was in Mirabar. They were heading north back to the Eye. That's all we've heard from them. Other party. The Puent's crew solved.
What do we call them? What are they calling themselves these days?
The grifters.
Oh yeah,
The
those grifters.
The divine misfits. They've changed. The last we saw them was in Mirabar as well. Mithril Hall. They had just left. We got message from our contacts from Queen Dagnabbit Waybeard that they had just left Mithril Hall towards a place called Iron Slag to the north. Fire giants.
Fire giants.
A great fire giant named Duke Zalto. has been laying siege to Adbar to the north.
Real quick,
Wow.
am I swapping this axe out right now on my inventory?
I already put it in there for you, buddy.
You're the man. You
You're
are
welcome.
the man.
It's not attunable too.
So
You just grab
that's
this thing
cool.
and Yep.
What's it called? Maybe I gotta refresh my page.
Blood Rage Great Axe. It's green.
Yeah, but I don't see it. 1 second. Let me refresh.
Oh, it's
I
there.
want to use it. That's why I'm asking, because I want to
Yeah.
use this motherfucker, man. Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe I need to go out and come back in, right? D&D
Yeah.
Beyond.
Yeah. I closed my app for you. I was looking at your character, so if you go out and
Okay.
back in, you probably see it. But yeah. He gives you a quick update on what the rest of the party's doing, and he's just like, I don't know what brings you guys to the Great Dane in the middle of nowhere.
This motherfucker look dope. Yeah. I'm hungry. Let's eat. Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to find out anything about the Cult of the Kraken, who's running it. Anything
He's like, well,
anything we can.
I think your answer is on the Great Dane.
And well, I tell Salvatore, like, coin buddy. And it's like the golden goose. I'll say Sarissa's mother was killed by somebody carrying one of these coins.
And I show the coin.
That's a chip from the Grand Dame.
Yeah.
Yes. They're rare. They like to keep them on there. There's actually the hostess herself is Pao Ming, a venerable caster. You can see she's got a great python that hangs off her body. She's in yellow robes. She's kind of the overseer, but Lord
Snake
Dryland-
tattoo.
No.
Snake tattoo, super hot, stares at you like she's undressing you all the time.
That would be Jessica Venom. I'm not tracking her actual last name, but I'm pretty sure she's a Venom Blade from the Zentari. Probably coming here from Waterdeep. The Margasters have been everywhere in this town.
Is she
Wait,
working
did you
for the
say
Margasters?
Margasters?
Yes.
Of course, the two people who hit Margasters. Like, what? Did you say Margasters?
Yes. The Margasters, probably fronting for Ryan, Nightshade, are the backers currently out of Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate, in gaining their influence in Neverwinter itself, while a lot of the goodly men and women have fallen in Tiamat or are returning or taking summer after the war.
Yes, so sad. Tell me more about the Margasters and who works for them.
Yes.
Who works for the Margasters? Well, any organization that is not on the up and up. The Hands of Yartar are a thieves guild just built for Yartar itself. They tend to stay here and work for her lady, the Water Baron. But Lord Deg, what's this guy's friggin' name?
Dryland.
Lord Casper Dryland. He's been taking in, nefarious folks to gain opposite influence, of course, to try to make himself the Water Baron. The Grand Dame has the most intake of income in the town, other than its the merchant taxes coming through to Everland.
Bocath, you're getting your wish. We're gonna sink a ship.
I told you. Going to ruin the princess is pretty dress.
Torn, you get your wish. You're gonna cut as many people in half as you want, as long as they serve the Margasters.
There are good people that are on this ship. And he puts his hands up.
Yeah,
that are
of course.
on the cruise.
Yeah, and I hope they can swim, because the Margasters deserve everything that's coming. And we're bringing a storm. And I cock a shotgun. No, I'm kidding.
In-house, come with me.
In-house, come with me. Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's starting to get dark. I would suggest at least you go grab your dress.
Absolutely. And I look at Sabathor like, I think we found our calling here, buddy.
All right, we're about to do all kinds of God's work, Tempest and otherwise.
I'm gonna throw. So that's 920. Can we throw one more healing potion in there? Make it 5 for 1,000 for the. Just to make it easy.
He looks at you, and his eyes went from blue to hazel, and he's like, "This is probably the last time you're gonna, be at a store in the rest of the campaign." he just slides him over there. Good luck with those 5 health potions. Make them count.
Make them count. God damn.
Make them count.
And I just toss over the emerald. That's a 1,000 gold piece emerald, and say thank you. And I run off to
Okay.
Anti-Cans.
Oh yeah.
Okay. As you arrive there, and since we only run a 3-hour show, if anybody has to get up and take a piss or whatever, like just, you know what I mean? Just camera off, you know what I mean? Camera on, whatever, and take off. As you guys go up there, there is an ornate coach, all right, with a dude with another high collar, and he's wearing, the same kind of leather vest, Sabathor. It's almost like the coach was waiting for you guys to arrive, as a hand is holding out, and it's got like a black cloth glove hanging out the side. It's twirling a dagger. The dagger gets quickly sheathed underneath a bracer, and then as she pulls out some sort of laced handkerchief, and hangs it out the window.
Do we see that? Like everyone sees that?
Yeah, you guys are kind of walking up. This coach standing in front of this thing. There's maybe one other coach in this circle, but you see this one.
It's Michael Jackson.
It's Michael Jackson.
That's legit.
I asked, did y'all see that shit?
It hasn't left yet.
Okay.
It's sitting there, and just the handkerchief is just, kind of hanging.
Bro, that's such a turn on.
Yeah, I want to see that ankle. Let me see that ankle. Okay.
I'm going to ignore that completely and just walk in. And as soon as I walk in, I drop the disguise and I'm completely Blandina. Way hotter than I was before. And
Okay. Yep, she's just like, oh, perfect. And she tries you on, and you look like, think Hunger Games. You know what I mean? When you put, when she puts the outfit on and does the twirl, you know what I mean? And she's not Lenny Kravitz, but she's just like, Annie. It's Annie.
Made it work. Yeah,
Annie. It charms Annie. And she's just like, fantastic. She's like, fantastic. She's like, yeah, we can settle when you're ready. I think you're ready. She gives you various accoutrements, a little like a clutch and things like that, and you let your mind travel. You know what I mean? And she's like, this is, I added a little bit extra. I worked hard because the shadow fox, it's gonna be, if you don't mind, $650.
$650.
Is that including tip?
yeah, does that include the?
Did you see
Yeah,
that?
actually, you know what? That's fine. Can you make change for 5,000?
I will say you can liquidate that with Alec.
Yeah.
You have 5,000. You now have, boop, 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 boop.
Let's just say
4,550.
What is that? What is that in platinum?
450.
450 platinum.
Yeah.
Or 450.
450 platinum. So
She got you, bro.
I'm gonna give her basically a 800 as a
Okay.
to just like thank you for the quick service. This looks amazing. I am ready for this. This dress
right.
was made for me.
She hands you like a bottle of like, to take it with you, and she's like, please let me call the next coach. As she takes this, and she's like, she reaches out, she's just like, Jonah, and like a 11-year-old boy runs down the street, and moments later another coach kind of rolls up for you guys based on that gesture.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Prior to
do
that,
anything
can
with the
I?
handkerchief? I'm gonna say Salvatore.
Is it obviously what's her name? Jessica Venoms?
Obviously.
How do we know this person?
You saw her. It was the lady in the G'd up outfit that walked out. It looked like Baroness.
Okay.
I'm thinking Baroness on this one. I'll switch to the
Baroness,
accent when I need to. But Jessica is Baroness from Cobra.
I'm going to play the game. I'm going to ignore it. And I'm going to take Blandina's hand and escort her out. Blandina out looking incredible.
She just drops it like this, and then you hear duk, duk, and then the guys slap, whoosh, and it just like cobblestones, down the way. You guys, the poor coach, right? Because y'all are huge, just takes it to the axle, and this thing just like, you know what I mean? Like it's moving up heavy to this thing.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but would it hurt? Like it wouldn't hurt my character to walk beside the coach, would it?
Nah. No.
Yeah, I'm walking beside it.
Yeah.
Looking like
You guys
security
move out.
detail.
And you move forward. The first thing that I would say, Vokath, make a perception check. As you see, there's a bit of a line at the end of a dock, and I'll start adjusting cameras here.
Come on, Vocab, natural 20, baby. Let's go.
5.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
You have I mean, if you no, not a 5. That's silly.
You're a cleric and you rolled a 5? That's like impossible. Don't you have no wisdom?
My perception is +3, and I rolled a 2. Don't question my rolls. Before we did all of this, like with that magic item guide, could I like switch out my gems to appropriate gems for certain spells? Like, can I switch my gems around?
Switch your gems around for spell? Yes. You can. He'll direct you to the Temple of Timora. You can go in there, you know what I mean, and they will give you, if you're looking for a 500 gold piece.
No, like I got a bloodstone worth 750. I want to trade that in to get like
you can get a 500 gold piece diamond for that.
Yeah.
How's he gonna do that? You said for spells, bro?
Yeah, some of my spells burn gems.
I want to do that.
You're a barbarian, bro.
Oh,
so, Salvatore, take 2 potions of healing.
Thank you.
Torn, take 2 potions of healing. Vokath, you got the greater, and I'll take 1 potion of healing. So that divvies up the 5. So each of us should have 2, and then you have the 1 greater.
Sir Tim, so you don't have to do it. How do I add those 2 potions of healing to my?
Are you on an app or are you on?
I'm on Beyond. I'm on Beyond.
No, are you on the app or are you on a PC? Because there is something called Manage Inventory. If you hit Manage Inventory, you just type in potion and or healing.
Healing's
it'll pop
faster.
up as well.
Yeah. Healing
Potion
pops
of
up.
healing.
And make sure you hit the legacy choice on almost everything.
It's not custom, right? It's just potion of healing.
Potion of healing.
Yeah, here's what I'll say.
Okay.
Torn, do your
it.
best to fiddle with it, to try to get it in there, and I'll go through and help correct it. Okay. Until you get
I got it.
get good at this. You can have Sir Tim training wheels.
I got you. No, I think I got it. It should be
cool.
good now. Yep.
Okay. Here's what I'll tell you guys. Vokath's 5. You guys walk up, you see this big burly dude at the end of a thin dock, you see there, it looks real, get pushed off to the left or right. But there's a woman walks up, and you see him like nod, and she walks in, she's like clopping with her heels down the dock. You're watching people like get up into this large almost like two-storied oared boat. So it's got like 10 oars on either side to go up and down this river. You see some various armed private security kind of walking around. You see some towns guards nodding at the private security. You see basically people getting patted down, and if they have like a dagger or something, they just chuck it in the water. And you'll see them like point at them like, I told you not to, you know what I mean? Like, there's no weapons. And he turns one guy away. Yeah.
Fucker, man. Okay, so how far away from that point are we?
You can be far enough away because you see it, right? Like you guys are walking,
Yeah.
You can see this. You can halt the coach if you want.
Yeah.
So that's the entrance to the I look to Blandina and Salvatore, and I literally say, like, look, I gotta hide this somewhere.
No, I would say
Like, I gotta hide.
I'll look at Torn and I'll say, why don't you stick with Vocaf on this one?
Okay.
Salvatore and I can handle ourselves inside.
Okay, I believe it. I've
What
seen.
are you guys
this
doing
battle.
with your weapons and your stuff?
There,
No. I'm gonna go with Vocab.
No, I'm talking to Blandina and Salvatore. What's your plan?
I have never been armed.
I'm also
Okay.
not like whatever daggers I have. I think I have a dagger, but I don't need it. My bow, I probably would have left it.
For all intents and purposes, you guys are, if you had any, you're handing it to the biggins
Yes.
right now. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Subject to your spell book, I'm presuming. Realize you're in a magical world.
You ain't got that shit memorized anyway.
You only need your spell book for the purpose of getting your spells back.
Yeah, that's true. So I have the spells that I need for today. I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm keeping my wand though.
Okay. You can go up and make a sleight of hands check.
Yeah. I mean it's not menacing. I mean it could look like a fucking cigarette.
Realize you have the D6 inspiration and all sorts of stuff to go
Yeah.
for it too.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
all right.
So sleight of hand for me is that's a 15. If I need anything higher, then I will roll that.
He checks you, another person's check, and they're literally putting hands on everybody. They go to check like you get the sense instantly from a 15 that you're gonna, you know what I mean? Like he's squeezing and patting down.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
does it seem like that's good? I'll add my inspiration D6, and that's an extra 5. So dirty 20.
Yep. He checks, and he's like, "Cord, bring them through. Where's your ticket?"
Oh, I'll point to Salvatore.
My
So I
lady,
present.
please,
Yeah.
you'll be escorted downstairs.
Russian
And-
mafia, bro.
He goes and checks. Salvatore.
Okay.
And he's like, does the thing, like arms out, begins to pat you, and he's got the lute, and he's like, "We've got our own music, but don't try anything funny. Hope it's good. Enjoy yourself." But as soon as you show the ticket, he's like, "Enjoy yourself. Stay out of trouble."
Right. Perfect.
And you guys keep walking, and you can start to hear some, like good music playing from the outside. As you guys start walking down the dock, and you get brought up to, the higher level, you see a keel there for steering, and there's a pretty large looking dude with like a bandana on his head, and he's like jacked up with scimitars and stuff like that, and he's putting off captain energy. He's pointing to folks and kind of looking around, checking the water. You know what I mean? And checking the oars, and he's got this tube next to him, and he's just like 15 minutes. Like he's somebody down, like probably the oarsmen are getting ready to do stuff. Vokath and Torn, you guys are sitting next to the carriage. The carriage, it comes off its springs because Vokath got off it, and like, and kind of it jumbles down the road, and the guy's like, you hear him just like, "Oh, it stinks like war." And he fucking travels off. There's a bumper sticker, you know what I mean, on the back of it. It says coexist. It's a symbol of Timora, Tyr, Tempest, you know what I mean? And whatever. And anyways, Bane and Ball. They press. What do you guys want to do?
These visuals are dope, man. So they're on the boat. We watch them get on the boat, right?
Yep, they go straight. There's this weird, like a triangle, right, of wood that goes up, and they just go straight downstairs, out of your visual. And there's like two, triangular doors, you know what I mean? Like where they can just like head straight down. When the door opens, you hear like the music crescendo a little bit and then close, and you hear some laughter and, jovial sounds of like, these dudes are about to get riggedy wrecked on a cruise ship. There's a couple.
Can we find like a quiet spot?
Yeah,
along the dock somewhere, and
both of you guys
and drop into the water.
Bro, I'm trying to get into the water, bro.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Like, I'm trying to get
all ninja-like, though.
Wait a minute, did we see the captain?
Are you in your manta cloaks right now? Just two squeals getting after it. Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Well, and my special armor.
Okay. All right.
Do we spot any ways into the boat?
We don't need to get in.
No,
we're going to get under it.
I don't want to swim behind this thing, bro.
We have these magic cloaks that we got that let us swim and breathe water.
Yeah, but I don't want to like have to work, man. I was trying to find a way.
All right, well, you know what? You lie on your back, and I'll do all the swimming.
Oh my God, this guy here, bro. I'm just saying they got oars. We're talking.
Once we get under the boat, you can like wedge your axe into the bottom of it, and we can just
hang on,
ride.
Yeah.
Sharks and krakens and shit. Okay.
I'll take it back.
I promise you guys are both
there is no
world
krakens.
Right now, bro.
There is shit in this river going.
Actual Tori's book, and that's water. Is this Tori talking or is this Torn talking? I'm not getting in that fucking water.
Okay, let's do it, man. Let me just ask for in-game purposes. If I roll or something, do I see any like ways into the boat?
Yeah, I got you. I mean, yeah. We'll Dungeons and Dragons. So you guys want to find a spot to get in the water?
Just
lanterns and lights, and it's bustling. So make yourself make a stealth check to go find a spot to go dip in.
Listen, I'm really proud of this. With disadvantage, 16 on the stealth check.
Nice.
You have a D6 each,
bro.
You got a 15? Yeah. So you guys move, and you think to yourself like, I'm just gonna go farther down the river, and the water kind of flows into this area. It's just kind of, the river goes north and south, and this thing's oriented east and west, so it kind of flows in there. You see like a carrack, it's called. It's like it's a small galleon, like one sail, one steering sail, like two sailed like ship. And you get the sense that you can, and there's like nobody on it. There's like, there's like one or two dudes just kind of sitting up there talking about, they're bringing in their nets, and you're like, we could get in right behind this boat.
Or we could hijack it and sail behind them.
You can try. You can certainly
I
try.
don't know
It
about
looks-
committing no crimes and
It's the
bringing
Karak. Yeah, like it, go for it. Yeah.
There are no crimes.
So again,
Borrowing.
there's no like, you know, like Viking boats or something like that. There'll be slits in the boat where the oars come out, and we can like go into those. Or no, there's nothing like that.
On the Grand Dame, yes, there
Yeah,
is.
that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so I do see something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
You see below deck entries. You will also see a couple like shuttered like windows in the back as well.
what do you think, Vocal? You think we should try to get up in there, bro? Because we ain't no good in the water.
No,
If
I'm
shit
in the
goes
water.
down, what we gonna do?
Vokath, are you in the water right now? Are you treading water? Are you guys talking like?
Yeah, like no, I'm getting in the water.
You guys are both in the water,
already
treading
told-
water, talking
I
about
already
this.
told them if things go bad, I smash the rudder.
Just smash
Yeah.
the what?
The rudder.
The rudder.
How's that
Steering.
gonna help us, bro?
It's not going to be able to steer the boat. We'll crash it. Yes.
Bro, like
Hit the
we
rock.
trying to get to a destination.
People
and
drown.
We need the boat to run smoothly so we can get what we need from this.
What
boat,
do you
bro.
and
Like,
I need to be on the boat for, Torn? There's no need.
if we can get on the boat, technically
For
we've
what?
been allowed in. Like we need to get on the boat, bro.
No, we decided that you got.
Listen,
that, no,
I know you're upset that that princess pushed you away and tell you to get in water with me,
Who?
but it'll be fine.
Who?
Blandina, the
Man,
princess.
ain't nobody studying that trick. Listen, I'm just trying to
she
get.
don't like us around. You can tell.
All right,
intimidated.
so we just
Well,
gonna.
first of all, are you guys swimming to the boat though? You're gonna
No,
go.
We're just
we're-
talking on the
we're
dock right
talking-
now. You
'Cause
get
I
in the
figured
water.
If we had the
Get
face
in.
cloaks on, if we had the cloaks on, we can like breathe water. So that means we can just have a conversation while we.
Right, you can have
Oh,
a
yeah.
conversation while
Yes, but
swimming.
it'll sound
Yeah,
funny
we're-
like this. It'll probably
We're pretty athletic, bro. You know, so I figured
dude,
it would
I
be
lift.
nothing for us to talk. Okay, whatever, man. I'll follow you. Unfortunately for me, because I want to be on that boat.
Well,
I
then you
don't
should
like
have
our
gone.
friends.
Well, you should have gone with
That's
Blandina. You should have gone with Princess.
I don't like our
Oops, a
friends
lot.
being around so much danger without us around. Is what I'm trying to say.
They're fine. They're fine.
You
know what
guys
happens
know
every
that we can communicate as well.
every time we get into combat? We just die. You and I. We die for them. That's what we do. They
No,
hit us
you
down while
guys-
they run around with spells.
guys-
Are you guys swimming? Are you guys heading towards the boat? While this is
Yeah, we
happening?
are.
This
Yeah,
is the
okay.
best. This
I
is
just
the
wanna-
best.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys
This
will head
is
to
a
the boat. You
comic book.
get to. You see. There's a relative light on the boat. Make another stealth check.
Who, us?
Yeah.
Is
I
the
got
water
too high.
murky? Can I just go
I
under
got
the
a
water?
9.
Make it with advantage. Go for it.
I'm going
What's the-
underwater.
I just rolled a
Dive.
D6,
Dive.
right?
For
I'll pull.
stealth check?
No, you said advantage, so roll again, right?
If you go
I will-
underwater, are you going underwater
yeah,
with him?
I will pull Mr. Water Reverse under the water if he doesn't
I
come.
got a
I'll just be like,
13.
come on.
What'd
You
you
also
get?
have a D6 each.
Do you want to add your inspiration to it? Do you want to add your D6 to it?
Yeah, yeah.
How about you, Vokath?
It's
What'd you
coming.
get?
I got a 16 altogether.
Are you using D&D Beyond as
Yeah.
a dungeon master?
I'm gonna roll the D6.
Okay.
Is that not good?
Well, I did not roll good.
On it with advantage? Uh-oh.
With
So I got
advantage,
a
I,
16.
so with an advantage, I got a 6. And,
Oh shit, man.
and now I get +4 off of my D6 inspirational dice, so I got a 10.
All right. So you guys collectively got what? 12, 13?
I got a 16.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, man. We done got spotted, man.
You
You
get
guys have
to-
one job.
you get to the boat, but Vokath goes, Oi, but you don't need to. Your body naturally, you know what I mean? Like, and you hear someone walking to the back of the boat. What do you do?
I just let my armor drag me to the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, I dive underwater, bro.
Okay.
While
Okay.
I'm still swimming.
You guys are
through it.
underneath
Whoa.
water. It's pretty dark. We'll cut scene
I got dark
to
vision.
the other two.
Yeah.
You guys enter. The gambling has already started. There's, you know what I mean? There's audible, you know, hosts or whatever. There's folks walking up and down. You see gambling, you know, going after it. There's like a lot of dice playing. All right. So you know, you get the sense, Salvatore, you've seen this before. People roll 3 dice and they try to get to 21 and they get a chance to use their last die or not. Either they hold it, you break 21, you know what I mean, you fail, and you know what I mean, whoever's the closest at the table kind of to 21 wins. It's like blackjack but different, right? So you kind of see that right away. You're like, oh, this is kind of simple. You see there's a registrar's like right there. There's a guy that's like behind a little bit of a cage, like bars, and you can tell that that's where you kind of get your chips. And you know, there's a bar at the midships and at the not the aft, the other one. Help me out, Sailor Skylar.
Bow, stern,
Bow, there we go.
port.
Up to the bow. Yeah.
The stern.
I don't know what directions any of those are. I just
What are the initial things that you guys want to do while I get back to the heavyweights?
I'm just going to do a quick survey of the entire room. I've never been on this particular ship, but you say there's dice games going on. On first glance, do I see that Jessica Venom
That's
sitting
what I'm
around?
looking for too.
Yeah, make a perception check.
18 plus 4, 22.
You see her 3 tables up with like her hands around 2 guys, you know what I mean, that are well dressed, kind of thinner and foppish, you know, and she holds up like dice, and you know, one of the guys blows on it, and you know, she throws it down and then takes her other die and has the other guy blow on it, and she throws it down, and you're and everybody kind of screams, and you know, you can tell she's yucking it up already on the boat. You hear like some bells kind of dinging, and then you hear ding ding ding, like a heavier one, and you get the sense that the boat lurches forward and goes backwards a little bit, lurches forward, goes backwards a little bit, lurches forward, goes back a little bit. To the 2 that are outside, you hear when you're down in the water, you don't really hear it, but the boat's moving right now.
Towards us, right?
Yeah. So you guys went down. Do you have dark vision? Anybody?
I do.
You do? You can see the boat. These massive oars hit the water simultaneously and just start coming up
How close?
and start moving out of the harbor.
How close is it?
10 feet up. You can see the keel slowly beginning to move as if it's like, you know what I mean, like gaining its momentum.
Okay, I wanna get close enough to it and swing my, like he said, swing my axe into the, what do you call that thing? The bottom of it.
Yeah, the
Like,
keel.
but
Yeah,
high
hold.
enough so I can breathe. I can breathe. I'm underwater. I'm good.
Yeah.
I stick my axe into it so I can ride with it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Yeah, I want to do the same with my short sword.
Can you see it though? No, I'm just playing. Because I had this cool plan that I was gonna.
Well, I'll do it in the dark.
That dagger with the rope attached to it, and he holds you and bring you along. And, like, I was gonna save your life, man.
How are you guys
But
going to
I get it.
communicate with the party above you when you're flowing underneath water to be able
Yeah,
to
I
hear
say that.
any
I say,
problems?
man, it's
I
moving.
thought someone was going to send us a message.
Okay.
Nobody sent anything. They up there kicking it. That's what I was trying to tell you, bro.
Okay.
We
right,
haven't even had a chance.
Bro.
We haven't even had a
Blurry.
chance because of the Three Stooges -1 acts you guys got
27.
going on, starring Whoopi Goldberg
Damn, you
and shit.
stick this thing in there in the in the keel. You're in. You're lodged in, directly underneath the boat, just hanging on.
I got a 15 with my short sword.
You're
Hell
in.
yeah.
You're in as well. You guys are
I just
underneath
look
the
at
boat.
I look at him underwater because I know I can see him. I'm just in
It
towards
doesn't
direction.
move
I'm like,
fast. It doesn't move fast. This thing's not trying to get people sick, but it's pretty leisurely. But you guys are underneath the boat, just chilling until an emergency happens. So now that you guys have figured out how to do this,
yes. Goonies
gonna
never say die.
here we go. You guys are the two of you are in there. You see you know, the Zentarum rep or whatever. Jessica's in there. You see several like wealthy looking people. And then Savathor, you see a very stoic looking woman. You know, darker skin with two sticks in her hair, tied very, very tight. Another high collar yellow dress in the center of the boat, and she's walking back and forth, and she's like nodding at a few of the dealers, and then kind of moves along and, you know, like corrects a dealer's posture, and then
Right,
kind
so
of
she's-
just like moves back.
Is she the pit boss, or is she
Pretty
like?
much, yeah. Okay, good job. Like, yep, that's
I'll
what you're
lean in.
tracking.
I get like that's Pao Ming. Pao Ming, right?
And is that what did we find out about Pao Ming?
She is the. She runs things here.
But she's not connected to the Margasters, or she is.
We didn't learn that.
Okay.
We just learned that she's running the ship, or she runs things on the ship.
How many chips does Miss Venom have in front of her?
Chips. She does not have a chip, but she's got a bag off to her side.
So she's gambling.
It's a green clutch. It appears, you know, about like this big, like thin, and it's almost got like one of those magnet clutches that you see. It's very, you know what I mean? Like she's got a. This is Pao Ming. This is a picture of her right there. If you can kind of see her.
Nice.
But
Cutie.
but Miss Venom is gambling,
Yep,
and she's not gambling with chips.
she's gambling with chips. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking about.
Oh, she's got a stack.
How much mathematically am I looking at when I look at her stack? Like in
Easily
gold.
1,000 gold pieces.
All right. I'm gonna. And how many increments are they betting or bets?
What do you mean? Like the ante is like 100 gold, 100. You know what I mean? Whatever
All right.
that is. But you'll need to speak to like the registrar, the bursar, or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Purser.
So
Purser.
I would watch the cashier and see like what like as people go up, kind of what they're laying down, like an average amount that they're laying down. I've never gambled. That's not my thing. So like I'm totally new to this. I am completely naive, and I would sort of look to you, Sab, to any guidance.
We want information, do we not?
Yes.
We might have to gamble for it. How much are you willing to put down?
Whatever we need to. But I don't want to, like, I don't know what a normal amount would be to, you know, to get here.
It's looking like we'll have to get to the right tables. We need to be willing to risk 100 gold a hand, or equivalent of a hand therein, or win it, as the case may be. Now, I can finance 300.
I mean, I have I have what? Like five. I have like 5,000 on me.
All we need to do is play well enough to keep a conversation going. We don't need to win. We don't need to lose.
How about I cash in like 2,000 just so that we look at least.
Do 1,000 just in case the boys down below fuck something up and we can't get our money back.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah,
Because these chips are worthless elsewhere.
Correct. Right. Well, actually, what's the chip we have? That, I mean, that's one right there.
Yeah, it's like 10. It's like 10 gold pieces worth.
Okay.
Okay.
You see that they're pushing them forward in like stacks of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stacks of 10. Okay.
You get the sense that money just gets ripped out of folks. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you do get the sense that there's a large wooden goose in the center that's like flowing wine into like it's some sort of apparatus that just keeps like the wine is free. Dudes can just walk up and scoop their wine glasses, or the goose kind of spits a little wine and they're just, you know what I mean, like getting after it. It's at the early buzz stage of this thing. Everybody's kind of getting amped up. While this is kind of occurring as well, can I get a insight check from the a perception check, please, from both of you?
Ooh, that's a good one. Plus 4, 23.
14.
So Blandina, you see a guy in kind of odd clothes. Everybody's like super G'd up in this thing. You're seeing this looking cat right here. If you could see on my map, he's got an octopus on his shoulder, this weird leather cap, green and gray, a sick hussar's mustache with, a ring in his nose, rings in his ears, and stuff like that. And he's just got gold rings all over his hands and stuff like that. And like, he's really hyping up people, like putting his hands around and giving a couple chips to a couple dudes and kind of pointing at things, and does an odd nod at Jessica, and kind of just gives this like passive insight. Like, I don't want to talk business. You know what I mean? And kind of, like glads it up for folks. But this person seems pretty influential. He's like snapping his fingers, and servants kind of move around him and stuff like that. And Pow does she's been like catching people's like hands with like a card up their sleeve and stuff like that, and like demanding chips from them for cheating, but wanting to keep the party kind of going. But like Pow will nod at this individual. He hangs out for a moment, and then you see him go like down like up a set of stairs in the aft, which you think is probably like the rear castle. I forget what it's called. There's a faux castle, the aft castle, like where the captain would where a main quarters would be. And his head's down. He's talking to Pao Ming and another guy with the bandana, looks like the captain, and he's kind of getting updates from both of them, we'll say, and he kind of takes like a ledger and he nods and points at his clock, and you feel the boat now heading north, and he goes into a room by himself.
So who's the target?
I think that's our target.
All right. Let's see.
I mean, Kraken, octopus. He seems. Well, is he a target, or I think that's who we'd have to talk to about. We want to infiltrate, right? Gain access to.
Yes. Let's go ahead and speak with that.
With Pao Ming.
No, the gentleman
That went upstairs?
Yeah.
Or do we want
I
to?
mean, what are options?
Yeah, I mean, what? Let's explore the ship.
I mean,
We've never been on
that
this
could
ship.
take.
We've never been on this ship before. We could go upstairs acting like we've never been here before. Just acting like, oh, this is, new territory for us.
I think with our friends below, they'll get anxious if we take too long.
That's fair. That's
I think it's best to be direct and look professional doing so.
well. Then
And
let-
if anything goes weird with one person, you use your eye powers and
Yeah. Tim, is there somebody walking around with like champagne?
Yes. Yep. There'll be dudes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna grab one, and I'm not gonna drink it, but at least I want to look like I'm, participating in the not the gallantry, but in the soiree.
the
part
horse
of
and
it, at
pony
least.
show.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah, exactly. And and then we'll just start walking towards the aft castle. Just not nonchalant. We're trying to be as nonchalant.
We have no chalants whatsoever.
I'm sure.
Okay, so you guys are looking like you're bumbling and drinking and kind of dating and going upstairs, kind of tee, and you end up in the engineer's deck. You know what I mean? Like by accident. Yeah. So if you can get to the end, if you want to make a stealth check collectively to see if you can find a moment to get to the next level, you can go ahead and do that, or do you want to make it deliberately like whoopsie poopsie?
Yeah, we're not like trying to be sneaky. We're just like we're exploring the ship. We're exploring the ship.
So before we even left this room, I'm holding onto the Blandia's arm and I've casted guidance on Blandia.
Okay,
that's like first and foremost.
As you guys move forward to where was he at? He went. He closed there was a set of stairs. As you get to walk up the stairs, you hear just like instantly, excuse me. And he's like, there's no attendants upstairs. That's where the rowers are, and the kitchen. So please make your way down here. The rooms are that way.
This doesn't go to the top deck.
Oh no, it's in that direction. Some of the administration is back at this section. There's like two dudes like right side by side of you know what I mean, like of this end, basically just pulling security. Anyways, they're all G'd up.
But that would be the door where the two dudes are. That would be the door that guy went through.
Yeah, just imagine. Yeah, there's like one like red velvety steps that go up a little bit and turn around and head in the other direction, and he went up and went straight into a door, right? Like
gotcha.
There's probably goes up and turns around and does something upstairs. This one goes to a room where there's a small window that you can see that he could probably watch out.
Right.
That makes sense?
Yes.
I just completely made all that shit up.
That's fine.
I'm going to lean in towards Blandina, like I'm like tittering, like like one of those fops that you'd mentioned. And I'm going to ask, do you want me to use magic to have them find something else to deal with?
Why don't we both do that?
And then I'm going to nod, and I'm going to then enter your mind with telepathic abilities that I've picked up.
Damn.
And I'm going to say, what spell are you thinking?
Suggestion.
I'm thinking suggestion. Hey, all right. All right, that was amazing. Let's do it. I will then telepathically, I'm going to do telepathic suggestion on one. Okay. And I'm going to cast it with my racial ability as a Yuan-Ti. And I will say,
telepathically. You.
Oh wait,
Let's
you know
see,
what? I'm thinking of
Which one are you thinking?
Bork spells. Bork has a suggestion.
All right.
Oh, shit.
So do you say something else because you don't have suggestion?
I do not have suggestion.
All right, I'll take care of this. I'll say, you just remembered that we are VIPs that have access to the restricted area. Oh wait, no,
Very
that's
nice,
charm person.
Siegfried.
It could be charm person. I'm gonna say, so I need to make it suggestible. You just remembered. How do I make it a suggestion? I'm trying to make it an act that needs to be fulfilled. I'm gonna say it has to be an act that needs to be fulfilled, and it has to be like 3 sentences. God, this is tough. I'm gonna have them telepathically hear my voice. And they will hear you left something you left something very valuable that your boss needs in the deepest part of the ship, and it's too heavy for you to get alone. And I will kind of just gently strum my lute as I just kind of am almost like a place at a paramour with like tittering and playfully playing music.
He begins to like tell you to stop singing, and then just he stops and he's like, Bosch, I need your help quickly. And he goes left towards where Lord Dryland went, and then you see them, like both go off into the left. They go up. So you're getting a sense that they got to go up to go down. You know what I mean? In this direction somewhere. But but there it is. The door, it's right there.
And I will speak back to Blandina and saying, shall we?
We shall. And I take a sip and
I will then.
Are you using stealth to make sure? Are you guys walking up same style?
Same style.
Okay.
Just looking like we ought to be there, and I'm going to send a message to Torn, because I would know that Torn can see better probably in the dark than Vokath, and I will say, we're infiltrating as we speak. Stand by.
Okay. You guys walk up to the door, padded feet on the nice, soft, casino floor. You feel me? And so you get up there, and door locked.
You got something for this?
I don't carry knock with me, sir. Well, that was in my other spell book, I should say.
Oh, you have to be more imaginative. Perhaps freeze the mechanism with one of your cold spells?
Could I?
I can't do everything, but
yeah. How about? Yeah, I guess I could use frostbite and just grab the locking mechanism and just cast frostbite.
Liquid nitrogen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is that an at will, or is that
That is an at will.
Or is it a cantrip, or
It's a cantrip.
do you sit there, and what I'll say is you can sit there and hold it to 1 point of damage before this thing kind of shatters, and the door opens, like it slides to be a little bit outward. Like I'm saying, like this just happens. So what's your next move? What's your next play?
We open the door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the door's open. Gonna open and close it.
Probably close it behind us. Yeah.
Okay, the door doesn't necessarily want to stay closed, I'll say. So it continues to try to swing open. Before you, the cabin is a testament to bad taste with its purple velvet curtains and scented candles and gaudy candelabras. In the middle of the room is a table with a large aquarium tank resting atop it. The aquarium contains a coral reef that serves as home for the pet octopus that a man is sitting. Looks like he's scrying down some notes, and he's got the Ebenezer Scrooge stack of money off to his side, and he looks up and slides it into an open desk and closes it, and he's like, "Excuse me, sorry, boss should have stopped you. The party's downstairs. These are private quarters."
I look at Salvatore like, what? How did we get it? What happened? I thought this is where we were supposed to go.
I suppose we can dispense with our ruse. We're here for greater business opportunities. We're not here to harm you. Though, I suppose with the imminent sense of deceptions and your security bypassed, it might feel threatening, but we're here to talk only. My world-class Archmage friend, not Blandina, what name are you going by?
I am going by Lady Silveranth. Lady Silveranth.
Lady Silveranth.
Wandina.
Wandina. And myself, a humble opportunist who is seeking newfound belief to put my money behind. And I have heard great things about believing in something with great far-reaching, what's the word? And I look at his octopus, tentacles.
And I cast black tentacles. I just cast it off to the side, and black tentacles come out of the...
That is such a good fucking touch. Holy shit. Would you be able to humor us? Or should we leave and take our visions?
Yes. Let me get my assistant here. And you hear him, you know what I mean? He's getting ready to call for, and he stands up and he's like, "Aside, please." And you get the sense that he's about to call in. He's like, "Pop!" She walks up with her hands kind of like together, and she's like, "My Lord Dryland, forgive me. I didn't see them come up. Where is Bosch and Alan? They were just here." And she looks at the two of you and she's like, "Please, come with me." And Lord Dryland's like, "Yes, I think these matters that you discuss, excellent as they are, I love it. We could discuss this later, but maybe not in the present circumstance. The party's about to begin."
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, absolutely. No. 11 for me.
Yeah, I didn't. I got a 9.
Villain! What's up, Cobra?
All right.
What'd you get?
I had a 9.
And an 11.
At the very least, all I want to know is he pushing us out the door or not? Like,
yeah, he's trying to push you out, but if you want to roll a persuasion check on what you just gave, you can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I will do persuasion.
Ooh, nice. 18 on me for my tentacles.
Okay.
I got a 23.
He looks and he's like, well, I'll give us a moment and just get us another bottle. Yes. Come in. Please close the door behind. And he looks down at the door. He's like, what? Did you guys break my door?
I will cast mending and fix it. And I said, is this really the scope of what you need to concern yourself with?
Just you barging in to my office? But
Your security is lax. Your leverage is not as strong as you perhaps were under the illusion of. And we are here to give you an opportunity of a lifetime, and you're worried about a door.
go on. What's this opportunity?
Wealth comes in many forms, but I believe in a powerful sleeping underwater entity, and have done so my entire life.
You need to be careful with your words. Then he kind of like sits up and he kind of pets the octopus.
I am always careful with my words. And or is it just us three?
Yep, it's just you three. Pow has gone out. What I'll say in timing wise, Pow has just went off to get something. You're getting a sense that she's a spellcaster.
Okay.
Dryland's got a jeweled weapon off to his side, and he's a bigger guy, but you know what I mean. Like, seems kind of experienced.
At this point, sensing a great deal of resistance, I'm just going to just ease off the gas at the brakes a little bit and saying,
I would say from the insight, you're not going to get anything negotiating very well. Like, you could probably go back and forth, and he'll cut you a deal. You know what I mean? To probably, he's like, "Are you looking to join a organization and supporting us? We're always looking for volunteers, of course. My endeavors to be the rightful ruler of this defunct shamble of a town and become the water bearer, and I'd be happy to have your influence help me with some of my opposing candidates."
that's a bit short-sighted for us, or so I believe. I want to aim higher. I want more than just this river town. And I want to finance the winning side for when the waters rise up to claim what the waters are owed.
Oh.
And I have a great deal of money to make sure that the winning side isn't hindered by the pesky machinations of the Harpers or the White Wheel or any of the self-righteous imitators of greatness.
We're gonna do this kind of fun.
Oh, ooh, okay.
Blandina, make a intelligence check, like an Arcana check.
Okay. Not one.
Okay. He kind of sits back and he's like, "These matters need to be spoken carefully, as the master could soon be with us."
Right now. Here. And I'm like, I don't know who the master is, but I want to like have a sense of fear and awe. Like
we could meet the master?
We could meet the master?
For a cost.
For a cost. Speak the costs.
You would be forever bound to the sea. But the tasks that the master would put you on wouldn't bring you here. You must suffer first, as we all have.
Through suffering, great things can happen, yes. My lady, I look over to Blandina. What say you?
Have you not suffered?
I can always suffer more. But I know you've suffered a great deal already.
What are your end gains? Becoming powerful amongst our society.
Well,
It would take years.
it's better to say we
Proven
started.
service.
It's better to say we started now than question later when the master has proven
Yeah.
themselves.
He talks a little bit farther and gives you the sense that we can go through some certain rituals later on, but really needs to get back to work.
All right, I understand. And
This is not something we'd like to discuss this close to the water.
why is that? Could you explain to me so that as a provisionary, I may be able to better proselytize myself before the master?
A master's power. He has far reach.
Do you
And here.
fear it?
Better. Of course.
But why do you fear serving your master? As that is what we want to bring. Great service to your master.
All should fear the master.
Can you summon the master?
I am a mere servant.
I'm going to talk to Blandina telepathically. And I say, I don't know if I can leverage what we need to leverage with the possible looming threat of whatever the master is.
You've got one shot to do what you guys are gonna do, but this angle isn't working
Yeah,
before you get the sense that Pao Ming.
I nod because I can't speak back telepathically.
Well,
I just nod and I go, shall we discuss later?
Are you asking me or him?
In general, like I look at you. Actually, yeah, I look at you and then I look. Shall we discuss this at a better time? Possibly in the morning.
But then I might be forced to finance the Margasters instead.
I mean, that's a chance we might have to take.
But the Margasters having to fulfill their plans. Gosh, great betrayals on the horizon, and I'm basically just planting a seed, trying to be deceptive about the Margasters being like the people that will be the problem.
roll an insight check. Just give one last insight check.
Oh, thank God! I've been rolling like threes over here.
Okay.
25 finally.
He's a cultist and probably a cultist leader. You're not getting anything out of him unless you break him.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Breaky.
he's just buying time
Mhm.
right now.
So real quick, not to cut. So I can hear all this through telepathy from shit.
No, unfortunately, I can't. I can only. I think it has a limited range. I don't think.
I was thinking it had like a microphone, like, you know.
Oh, I wish. Telepathy says it can only go out so far as 60 feet. I don't know how deep the ship is, but
It's still
They could have
through
worked their
water,
way.
most likely.
They could have worked their way. That's fine.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Worked your way like up because you guys were hitting by the keel, or by you guys came towards the rudder. It backed up. That only
Okay.
makes sense. You're probably close enough. You guys would have sorted that out. That's fine.
All right. I'll start basically relaying.
I'm just sticking with this because you're kind of close,
We're kind of close. I don't
or
know
you're
what.
kind of not close.
Right.
Yeah. You're where you need to be.
Okay.
You're just
Not where you need to be.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna just say this and take the risk. I just feel like this is the only way, and I'm gonna say, the master has sent us, you dim-witted wretch, to test you, to see if you are moving according to his timetable, or the master's timetable. I will use the master in place of pronouns. Your very act of being complacent enough for unknowns to step this far forward has the master doubting your capability and resolve. And in doing so, the master demands penance.
Nay,
Can I do
retribution.
it?
roll
Can I
it.
do a deception?
Yep.
Okay.
Seth, though, be
Even
talking
if this doesn't work, I like the play.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
You're right. You're right. Seth,
All right.
though, be talking that shit, man.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna spend my
Okay.
1d6 on this
You guys
because
can.
I want
This is the last D6, isn't it?
because this is the only one I've had. Yeah.
Did we get a donation today? It says 355.
Yeah, it looks like we did. I didn't even
Holy shit.
see that.
Okay, roll it.
All right. Oh boy.
You can take
All right,
another. The party can have, because that's $25. The party can have each a
Bullshit.
D4 as well.
Thank you to the donor of that.
All right, so you're hitting Lord Dryland with the. I'm the secret auditor here.
You're being audited, motherfucker, is what I'm stepping in
Okay.
with. And
Roll for it. What do you get? What'd
boy,
you get?
does he should feel pretty stupid that I walked.
I'm gonna do it based on my rules of one thing will get this amount of power, X will get this amount of power. You know what I mean?
Right.
That one DC. So what'd you get?
24. Yeah. And I have the ability to add a D4 to that if need be with the inspiration.
He looks at you and he stands up and he's just like, there is no authority higher than mine. What am I doing wrong? And he's just like, pow, close the door. And you hear, you know what I mean? Like, lock it. And she just like bows and walks off. And he's like, what do you mean? What are you trying to say? I am the master of the Desserin. I am the farthest west. I am the ruler of the Kraken Society out here. I represent him. I am the mouth of Slockothel.
Ooh, name drop.
You know what I mean? He's just like,
Okay, I'm going to message Torn and immediately and say, I need you and Vocat to hit the rudder now. Break that motherfucker. Or telepathically, if that actually it's easier to use telepathy if you guys are within 60 feet. And I will say, do you really think yourself so highly that you are excused from complacence by Slarkothel himself? And I will make a gesture, and I'm going to make it a slow gesture because I'm hoping in around 18 seconds worth of time, I'm giving the guys 18 seconds, that they can hit the rudder so that when I make a gesture clenching my fist, the very ship feels like it's changing course or its steering has been jarred by like the power of the ocean.
I want Torn to roll an intelligence check, but not on 18 seconds on the timing of this as you thunder at this thing.
How do I? What is intelligence? Okay. Never mind.
Please.
I got
Wait a minute. Am I being let in on this too? I
Yeah.
want to too.
Yeah.
Because I can hit you both with telepathy.
Yep.
16.
16. What'd you get, Vocath?
Oh, I have to make a roll too?
You said you wanted in on it. You're listening. Did you want to do something?
Oh shit. Okay, so I'm making an intelligence check.
Everybody
Here
has
it
their own
comes.
agency. You can be involved in this. He's speaking telepathically. You
My
have 2.
intelligence check was 2.
Nice, but you
Okay.
got it. Torn's like in this. You know what I mean? You're like, got it. How are you gonna hit the rudder?
That's up to them.
Now I got to be honest with you. I don't really know what a rudder is.
It's the thing that steers the boat. It's this part. It's the part
Under-
that just
the under-
chills in the back and does this thing.
Oh shit, man!
Underwater. The underwater part.
I'll stick a javelin in it.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So, all right. 18 seconds go by. What do you want to do, Savathor? We always finish so good, by the way.
I'm so stoked. So Torn King like uses his strength and stops the rudder. Stops the basically affects the ship is what I'm hoping.
Yep.
Do I see Torn here?
As
So
the ship
Torn, like,
kind of slows down.
Torn hits it with the rudder. I'm gonna flame strike it.
Nice.
Get the fuck out of here!
And a burst of light of light.
You turn a flame strike sideways, so it's just like a massive flash under the water.
Make a religion check. I want to see if Tempest has got your back on this one.
Ooh.
I mean, he should. You're saving the world, but
9.
with advantage because
I can't roll for shit tonight. How about a 9?
Okay,
With
you got all the
advantage?
D4s in here.
With advantage, he said.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said with advantage.
Hold on, I'll roll religion again.
We need this to happen. We need like the classic divine intervention here.
With my D4 on top, it's a 15.
Okay. The light hits. The boat stops. You look at this thing, and one last persuasion. Savathor, as you turn into a tall Gandalf looking,
Yes.
you know what I mean? As you
Well,
What'd you get?
real quick, as the ship kind of sways, I tap myself and cast mage armor.
okay.
All right.
Hey, Blocktair, thanks for the raid. This is sick. Thanks for the follows. You've reached the crescendo of what's going on. So you cast mage armor?
So as the ship like boom, as they hit it, as we feel that, I just cast mage armor.
So
Two.
you kind of plus up as well.
Yeah.
All
Yes,
right.
please. He's
Do your final persuasion check.
All right.
And then
I say
Persuasion check. What is the roll?
27.
Oh. So here, as these things happen and you bow up, he's just like, he kind of locks up and he's like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Gosh, okay. I want to keep up with this is the fine balance that I'm thinking of because I'm not as like clever as my
You've got
character.
timing on your side. You get the
Yeah.
sense that you can shoot your shot on a question.
Okay.
I said, hey man, nice shot.
Hey, Flash.
So here's my DM. Here's my quandary. I want to ask where is King Hecaton, but I don't want to have established myself as a peer of trust for
What
Slarkafel.
did King Hecaton just say? He needs you to do something. He needs you to go somewhere.
Right. What did he say? King Hecaton told us? Oh, he told us in that vision, right? What was that vision? I'm blanking because it was 2 weeks ago.
Wait, there's only the two of you in the room. Can you speak back and forth telepathically?
I can. Oh, let me check.
Blandina. Wait,
I have to check
I
this
want
one
everybody
later.
involved in this thing. Blandina.
I'm looking
What
at
is-
notes.
Oh shit! Okay, it says.
It was my vision and I don't even remember
Yeah.
it.
I can only speak one way. It's one way.
Andina can remember.
Something about
Anita,
the,
this is your moment.
it's something
Yeah.
about the obelisk. He's
The
shackled to an
obelisk.
obelisk,
Okay, so
and there's Drow with him.
okay.
No,
But
I don't think it was Drow, was it?
Purple skinned elves, Drow.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
God dang it.
Can I use this knowledge, or should I just carry
Yeah.
on? 'Cause-
Yeah. What else do you remember about this place?
It's
You've
a
seen
boat.
it several
Oh,
times.
it's a ship with it's a ship.
It's a ship.
Yeah, it's a ship with
It's not
the
this ship.
No, it's not this ship.
It was out in the Torrent Sea.
Yeah.
Torrent Sea. It has to be doing a you know what? It has to be doing a routine. It has to be following a routine.
What are you gonna ask him?
I'm gonna ask him like the equivalent of where's the rendezvous point. But I don't know how to say that. Shit.
Blandina, make an Arcana check. It's been a little while.
Oh god.
Save us, Blandina.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just
28.
oh thank you.
The room is going dark from the bottom up.
right
Like-
now.
There's shadows of a tendril going up as you're, you know, what
Counter spell.
he's looking left and right. What? You know, what?
Something's happening.
Is somebody casting a spell against us? Do I sense that?
It's magic.
Is it
It's magic.
with a 28? What is it? What is? Oh my god!
Old magic.
Old magic. Oh no!
Old, oh, it's old magic again. God damn.
But it feels like old magic.
Do I look back? Do I see Pow doing anything?
Blandina, you can ask a question. Anybody like he's
Yeah, he wants to know what we want, and he's going to give it to us.
What was the name of the? Did we get the name of the ship? Where is where is the obelisk going?
it's obviously if you know the Morkoth is in the north of the Trackless Sea, the Northern Islands, of course.
Oh no! Oh no!
His eyes go black.
This
He falls straight to the ground. And that's where we'll leave it and pick it up next time as like you hear like ding 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 as you know the boat.
Oh, we're
goes
singing this
wild.
boat. We're singing this boat.
I think we
It's
got
got
the
no
answer.
rudder.
Did we get the answer though? I think we got an answer. I think we got the
Yeah,
answer.
it's the Morkoth, and that's the name of the ship. Is in the
Is
north
it,
of the
or is it-
trackless sea.
The
And
Northern
that's the
Islands,
monster.
the Trackless Sea.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
we'll never find them. It's trackless.
I mean, all water is
Touche.
trackless.
Oof.
But damn, what an ending. Good job on the rudder, you guys. That was so needed to just really display power in this moment to get the info. Holy God.
It's tough to do. If this is a 4-hour session, you know what I mean? Fantastic. To pack that into 3, that was a roughie to try to be like, oh shit, I gotta get Lord Dryland in the picture like real fast. And I wanted to see if he went down the Jessica route, and now we were just gonna stay on the Grand Dame down the River Nile on the riverboat for the rest of the. But yeah, you guys got that was good.
Heck yeah.
that was funny.
I mean, we almost got to 4 hours. That's 3.5. So
Almost. Yeah, I wanted to get you guys to a good stopping point on that one, and I think as you guys get closer to the end game in this one, I kind of want to have nice, clean, you know, finishes or whatever. I believe Goodman Games is one of the. Is that one of? That's one of the Gazumba crowds there. I think so. Or We can head to
Good.
Jason Charles Miller's up, but that's going high. You know what I mean? We want to
Yep.
shoot. Game Master Eric's a nice guy, but it's up to you.
Yeah, let's go with why don't we go with Goodman?
Okay, cool.
Well,
yeah.
Another World Tabletop.
But thanks
is there?
everybody for watching. Thanks for the raids. That was fantastic. Thanks, Voctair. Really appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys next Thursday, I think. Yeah, next Thursday. Yeah, and thanks for Lord Gazumba for the fantastic raid. I say it was an all RP session, so thanks for staying awake. To the cast members, as I'm switching voices and trying to steer you guys to like some sort of mystery. Hope it came together. But in the next episode, yeah, you guys will be hanging on underneath the boat, 2 up top. Are you guys, you know what I mean? And what are you gonna do? You gonna exfil? Or you gonna take on the boat?
Climbing up there, man.
I genuinely feel like the wisest choice is
Keep
the
them out
fact that
now.
no one can attribute us to being a problem because there's no witnesses essentially right now, and leaving on those terms feels good to me as
How
much as I will.
Pao Ming knows you're up there.
Pao Ming, what was she doing? I'm trying to remember her vibe.
She's gonna get you a bottle of wine.
Right. Well, all right.
A bottle of skadoosh.
But she
Well-
she saw the rest of that encounter, right? So she saw him get killed by the master.
And she believes that this is the master
okay.
has
I like that.
enacted
I like that.
this.
I like
Yeah,
it.
'cause
I love the
Bro,
rule
we
of
about to keep it real, bro. We about to be accused of that shit. Keep it real.
Your
bro.
big battles are coming. The ocean is a big booger.
And
They've
But,
never
we're
seen
off.
me.
There's Clark the dwarf with his hammer of steel. Down by the forge, he's never been one to kneel. Boulders come flying, he takes them on the chin. But he's tough as the iron, never gives in. The divine misfits ride again. Through danger, fire, and pain. Holy waters their gain, but they ain't in it for the fame. When the ASMR, healer of the crew, hits harder with a hammer than you think he'd do. He heals